Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Choochagatari, Unlimited Trainworks, video game Chooch's anime podcast. This time around, we have a special guest who is from the website. Yeah, there you go. You are also
from the website.
From the I'm not saying which one, but maybe you can figure out with context clues throughout the episode.
Don't look.
Yeah,
you can't
wait till the end for a big surprise. So yeah, hello Scott, who is joining us. Hey. And as always, we have John and Elvie with us as well.
Yeah,
we're here. We're here to talk about anime.
Anime. Yes. So, yeah, I mean, Scott, if you want to introduce yourself, you can. I don't know if there are anime-only heads out there. I don't know. Maybe.
My name's Scott B. I'm online. I'm on the internet. I've been here on. I'm sorry to spoil it, but here on the Video Game Choo Choo website.
It's fine. We said later.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's later.
Yeah,
nice.
It's later's now.
I've been managing video for a little bit now, and currently in the middle of a modded Sekiro Let's Play that you should check out. It's good.
Yeah, it is. It's really something. Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Going nuts.
We did get Shaggy in the latest one. Very excited about that. He managed to make the time. I really respect that about him.
Was that his model from Night of 100 Frights?
No, it's his model from Jump Force.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right.
Did you know he was in Jump Force?
Yeah, yes, I did actually. I heard this recently.
Know. What even is Jump Force?
So I wanted to say, recently I was going over Jump Force because, I mean, not to get into a little bit of gaming here on an anime podcast, but
I mean, it's still getting updates for some reason.
Yeah, that's what I was going to talk about. Is they announced season 2.
There's a new version coming. Yeah, sorry.
Of DLC, which, I mean, John, do you know anyone who said anything good about it? You're the person I feel like who would know anyone who might have, or know the news of Jump Force.
Yeah, absolutely nobody likes that game.
What do you mean? It was nominated for Game of the Year, or Fighting Game of the Year at
Fighting Game of the Year.
The VGAs.
I don't fucking know. It's so strange. I feel like, I mean, nobody I know likes it. Nobody in the fighting game community likes it. I don't really know if your more casual anime fan likes it, because I mean that game was ugly. If you're just a casual person who wants
you
to
see Kurapika, oof,
it's not good. If you're just somebody that's I want to see my favorite anime characters fight, and they don't really care about the mechanics, I don't know why they would want that, because it looks awful. Yeah. I would understand if they were buying the Naruto games or Kill la Kill or the My Hero Academia game, all that stuff.
I mean, maybe actually, I was gonna say My Hero Academia.
But you're right. All the franchises covered in that game, they have their own fighting game.
Yeah. Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Naruto, Dragon Ball, why?
Yeah, but if you're getting it because you want to see all those characters fight each other, it still wouldn't be a good way to do that, because it's I don't want to look at Kaiba when he looks like that. I don't want to look at Goku when he looks like that. I could play Kakarot. I could play Dragon Ball FighterZ. If I like My Hero Academia, I don't want to see Deku like that. I can play the My Hero Academia fighting game. There are alternatives where they look better.
But the gimmick of actual crossover will let people play any bad game like Smash Brothers. No, I like Smash a lot. You know that.
I just wanted to say, I don't know if you saw the characters that are in that, but so Dragon Ball and One Piece and maybe Hunter x Hunter are pretty well represented, and then everything else is fuck you. They put in the woman who's introduced in the last 25 chapters of Naruto, she's there. Fucking.
I mean, they have a pretty good roster of My Hero Academia characters too.
No,
but
they don't.
No, they have. Well,
Deku.
they've been adding more as DLC. They added All Might and I think Bakugo, and then they announced a season 2 of DLC, which is insane to me that they're doing more DLC for that game.
Yes,
but they're adding the Fire Ice guy. I don't remember his name.
But
Todoroki?
Yeah, yes. Todoroki. That's Zuko, my boy right there. But no, listen, Deku was the only one who was in there at the beginning. like the biggest series in Shonen Jump right now, probably. Like, that's crazy to me.
That's the thing though, is that these are like, from what I understand, the arena battling genre is like pretty I don't want to say well liked, but pretty a pretty hot seller in Japan, and it does reasonably well. It does reasonably well over here as well, because there's enough people who just like play games completely uncritically, who see like, oh cool, I got Goku and Naruto in this game, I'm gonna jump on it.
Okay, but listen.
Hey, people play Dynasty Warriors too. Some people
You're
really
right.
like bad games. I play WWE games. Those games are trash.
Listen. They only have Jotaro and Dio. That's it.
I know.
No one else.
Listen, they'll get more.
No, they're getting one more. Unless they do season 3 of DLC.
But like the promise of, here's an engine where we can just like shovel whatever we want into it.
Yeah.
And then like over time add more is like, I think that's appealing to just enough people. Not us, because we enjoy games that aren't bad. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's only one character in here that I really respect, which is they got the guy from City Hunter. Which is like, that's insane pull to just randomly throw in there. Whatever, fuck it. Yeah, okay.
I also like that they put the character from the Dragon Quest manga, specifically that. That's an alright pull.
But it's
also,
just like
Shaggy's in it.
Yeah, that's true. Shaggy is in it.
Why is Shaggy in it?
Shaggy is not actually in it. Someone made a mod for Shaggy because everyone kept making all those Ultra Instinct Shaggy jokes.
Yeah.
That lasted for like a minute.
It did last for a hot minute.
Was quite a while, yeah.
Hey, anyways, this episode's about Tanaka-kun is always listless, and it's an anime podcast. Which I mean, that was anime. Whatever, it's fine.
That was anime.
Yeah,
that was anime.
Adjacent.
But let's get to the matter at hand. We watched Tanaka-kun is always listless, selected by our patron Century Punk, Robin.
Patron.
Thank you. It's if you watched it, you know, there's not much to say here. That is like, we're not going to come here with some biting criticism or like, wow, I think it's really interesting that that's not what this show's about. You know, that's not what they're going for with this show. This is a very easygoing slice of life. I mean, I guess I'll ask you, Scott, first, since you're our guest. What did you think of the show?
I am not an expert by any means. I was hoping to let y'all say something first.
Okay, you don't have to. If you want me to let someone else go.
Go for it. Go for it, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
John, do you want to go first?
I can, sure.
Okay. All right.
Tanaka-kun was very good. I agree with you, Rose, that this isn't something that I can, probably talk in depth about, but this is just a nice, light comedy. Just a good ensemble cast of a bunch of dweebs who all love each other in varying ways. I am just so glad that it's... I don't know. I am, as a straight guy, I very much I'm not usually one of those people who sees characters and just immediately goes, oh, those two guys are dating, those two girls are dating. But most of this cast are gay dating each other.
Yeah.
Are they though? Because I felt like they really went out of their way to make it extremely hetero after starting out in such a way that is extremely they're like openly joking about the fact that these characters do in fact love each other, but also, don't worry everyone, we're still hetero.
I mean, every anime that does that does that.
Yeah, it's sad.
But I'm just saying it's not good.
Look, Scott, I'm not giving them any real...
Yeah, we're not giving them any point. They're not hearing this.
Yeah, they're not hearing this, all right?
I have a point to make about it later, too. I mean, I can make it whenever you're done, actually.
Well, sure, but I mean, I'm just saying, just seeing how Ota and Tanaka interact, Ota is just Tanaka's, like, caretaker husband. It's like, and you know, obviously, again, it's the show doesn't really mean it that way, whatever, but it was with zero hyperbole. It was just really nice seeing a show where characters are very accepting of someone's condition. It's not like Tanaka is necessarily ill or anything like that, but he is just extremely tired all the time. He's not really able to do a lot of stuff, but nobody gets pissed at him about it. Everyone's just like, yeah, Tanaka's really tired all the time. You know, we might need to help him out with homework.
They accept it as, like, his quirk.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's really heartwarming. Like, just Ota being like, yeah, I'm here to carry him if he needs it. If, you know, I'm here to help him out with things. And it's just like I remember an early episode where, like, Ota gets Tanaka food, and Tanaka's just like, yeah, no, this is too much work for me to eat. Ota's just like, oh, damn, I should have gotten him something easier, and then he just ends up, like, deboning his fish and, like, helping him eat, and it's just like, it's funny, but it's also just, like, really heartwarming. It's just like, yeah, like, Ota really cares about Tanaka, even though Tanaka is kind of being a pain in the ass in a way. It's still, like, it's understandable.
That episode where Ota sprains his ankle or whatever, and Tanaka's still like you know, like, oh hey, like don't make him stand up to the teachers and stuff like that, and being like nice and stuff for him, and in his own little twisted way, I guess. And stuff like that. It's very nice. Yeah. That's a point I want to make real quick. Tanaka is a twisted little man. I just want to say, like, he's very easygoing and stuff like that, and everyone accepts him. But he says some twisted shit sometimes, and he's
very aware of, like, what he's like, and I think he does intentionally take advantage of that. Honestly, and that's kind of like a point brought up, like, towards the end of the series, especially when the fire drill happened, and then he just unfortunately came out of the school last by himself. Like, that's fucked up. Like, that's so dangerous if that was a real fire, right? And, like, how, like, you know, he kind of just realizes, like, how dependent he is on other people. Yeah. But, yeah, like, you know, continuing on with your point on that.
Oh, just, like, yeah, I think I really like the relationship between Ota and Tanaka. I think is done really well. I think that it's just very warm friendship, if whatever, because, like, obviously that's the thing I was going to say is, like, this is very much, you know, the classic, like, queer baiting show that they do, but it's at the same time, it's just so, like, as opposed to how most of those shows go, where they, like, are fetishizing it to such a significant degree and stuff like that, or, like, you know, cracking jokes about it very often. I feel like they don't crack a lot of jokes in this, as opposed to, like, they do a lot of rationalization. But at the same time, like, most of those shows, what they'll do, they'll be like, oh, don't be a homo or something like that. Like, but, like, this is very, like, you know, like, they're just doing it, and then sometimes just a hetero thing is said randomly. Like, I think, like, this is the preferable form. This is the idealized form of this type of thing happening.
Yeah, like, if they're gonna do it, they'll do it this way.
I would like it if it was a little bit more explicit, honestly. Like, hey, just let these please just let these characters be in a relationship together. They clearly already are.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think, like, one of the bigger problems with this is, like, this is a Square Enix one, and whenever it's, like, a, like, larger publisher with, like, an established base, they always have a lot more trouble with it and stuff like that, so you can't get away with stuff like Kase-san or stuff like that, just because of how that stuff is. Elvie, did you, what are your takes? What are your takes?
Yeah, I agree with Scott about, like, oh, they should just, like, kind of went full on explicit. Yeah, overall, it's a good series. I would agree on the fact that I think the series would have been even better if it just entirely focused on those two, you know, like Tanaka and Oda specifically, and not really expanded on this extended cast as it did. Though I do like most of them. You know, I love Miyano, the tiny one. She's very good. She's just constantly screaming. She's just a bundle of energy. And then I love her eventual, like, relationship developed with Ichizen, right, or Miyano, the delinquent girl who's kind of like an opposing force to Oda.
Yeah.
Like, I love those four specifically. I kind of don't like anyone else because I felt like And like, I wish she kind of stuck with us for. Shiraishi, speaking of the forced straightness, when Shiraishi's introduced, and like, like I liked her arc, and like, she's trying to be like a representative and to put together, and in reality she just is kind of like a loser, but she's just forcing this image upon herself, and I like that. But then like her whole thing where she develops a crush on Tanaka, and then it kind of was like, oh no, I don't like this. I don't like the forced like romantic subplot where she kind of becomes a weird stalker.
It kind of becomes the overarching plot of the show.
Yeah, and it's like, no, I just like this weird dynamic between these like goofballs, and I just want to stick to it, especially like between the main guys, Tanaka and Oda specifically. Like, I love the the Wcdonalds episode.
God, I fucking
that poor woman.
And then they're like unintentionally terrorizing that poor like employee woman, and she kind of pops up again later on as a recurring. I wish she was more of a recurring character. That'd be funny if she like did constantly odd jobs.
They just had her like one other appearance.
Yeah, and then like this whole struggle just to get fast food, and Tanaka's so disappointed they don't have like the Happy Meal toy or whatever, and then like he's struggling to drink the shake, and it's just a terrible day for him. But in the end, he's like, oh, that was fine, that was not so bad, eating fast food. And then they ran into the sister. The sister's another character I don't like. At first, the sister was kind of, she's bad. She's twisted. She's even more twisted. At first, she was fine. Like, I thought she was an interesting like comparison to her brother, where they seemed like they have the same personality, except she's not sleepy, she's actually responsible and stuff. But then they had to come up with this whole thing like, oh, she's kind of obsessed with her brother. Like, I don't know why that was necessary. Like, that whole other aspect to her like personality was fine, but the weird obsessiveness with her brother is fine. Basically, my main problem with the show is like kind of the romance parts, which are very like, as we were talking about, kind of like, oh yeah, by the way, they're hetero. Just making sure. They kind of like disturb what I think is the nice, relaxing comedic quality of the show, where it's very quiet, and now we kind of have this weird thing where, like, oh yeah, we have plot here going on, which is not what my favorite aspect of the show is, where it's just nice and relaxing, and there's like really funny visual gags. Overall though, I think it's a fun. I don't know the word fun. More like like kind of like a. I don't know about the word tranquil either, because at times it does get wild, right? I don't know, it's just like a pleasant show. Yes, a pleasant series. It's nice. It's something nice that you can put that it, even in the background at times. But I think there's like a lot of funny things you got to look at, right? There's like a lot of funny visual gags, especially with the whole carrying thing, like where Oda carries Tanaka everywhere, and like it's used as a transition between scenes. That's really good. It's a nice, pleasant series. I think that, like, if you need something that's not stressful, this is definitely something.
It sort of feels like they definitely paid themselves into putting some kind of overarching plot into what is ostensibly a show about nothing. And well, not really. The show does have some pretty strong themes. I think the biggest one is like acceptance of yourself and understanding more about yourself, and like the idea of like putting on a personality versus like the actual personality that you feel, which I think is like, pretty like as a recurring theme, like definitely works, but it like it sort of dropped towards midway towards the series when it becomes more about like a romantic show, because like when you're doing a slice of life anime and you want to introduce some kind of like 3-act structure, some kind of dramatic tension, any kind of action at all, you can't do like violent action. So what are you left with? You're left with like romantic tension, which just I don't think necessarily works in this show at all, because like if anything, Shiraishi's arc is, I think I said it right, I don't remember her name exactly.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Shiraishi's arc is a classic example of like how sometimes people could just really fall for someone who is absolutely terrible for them. And like a real clear warning of maybe maybe the first person you fall for is not the best.
Yeah, this was a manga originally, right?
Yes.
If I rewatched this, I'm sure that I could probably like exactly pinpoint probably when Shiraishi shows up. Like that is probably the exact time that the editor like walked over and was like, "Hey, can can you put more romance into this? Like, that is, like, precisely the volume that would have been in.
Mm-hmm. It has an extremely manga structure, too. Like every single episode just feels like a set of manga chapters.
Yeah. And I mean, of course, there was some kind of sort of romance stuff near the beginning, where like people were trying to figure out what Miyano was trying to do with Tanaka, but they played that a little bit more funnily. It was a little bit more comedic, and then like once Miyano became like more part of the group, it was more average. And
it's definitely intentional, like from the jump, and then as soon as it goes on you realize, oh no, her deal isn't that she's in love, her deal is that she wants to grow up and she thinks Tanaka-kun is extremely mature, which he's not.
Yeah, and even to like point out another, like, they could have gone a little further with it, with the not being het aspect. Miyano's like in love with Echizo, and like,
and so is she.
Yeah, they're like in love with each other, and like Miyano like pretty explicitly says that, and you know, obviously they're not gonna like full on have them date, which sucks, but like
I thought they were, which was the weird thing.
It's as explicit as it can get, but then like the thing is that there are themes in a lot of like Yuri and like stories like that where you like girls in like high school age will quote unquote experiment, but they don't actually they don't actually like go for it afterwards. Like that's why
fucking Hibike euphonium.
Yeah, you know, like, obviously there's a fetishization aspect to why a lot of Yuri is based in, like, high school age, but there is also just a lot of people just believe that of girls in Japanese high school, that they're just kind of expected to, at some point, maybe try dating a girl, but it won't actually, like, mean anything after high school. Like, it's just like a Yuri trope.
Alright, I have a few notes here. So I'm just going to run through them really quick. I said that though I didn't feel much for her arc, Shirashi's voice actor, Katori Kawai, does a great job talking as her. I love listening to her speak.
Yeah, the voice acting is great in this show, too.
I think it's really good because her voice actor usually plays the small twisted people like Utsutsu from Scotchaman Crowds and the Non-Non Biori girl.
And
etc. Like she usually plays stuff like that. So I think it really does a good way of carrying that like sort of tone she would go with, but talking normally.
Yeah, she has a very, like, high-pitched voice, but the way that she uses it in this is just to kind of... It's to emphasize her being not so in tune with herself and maybe not being super confident. Like, you can hear in her voice that she's sometimes unsure of what she's saying, and it's very believable.
Yeah. I also have here, let's see, I said A-chan is the best. Ota is a legend.
You would like her. Ota is like the most redeemable character.
He's the man. Like I love when like the episode where they go to Wcdonalds and I think it's the same episode where the sisters show up or whatever. And he's just like, your brother is the most amazing man in the world. Like you should be glad. You should be lucky. And it's just like, oh my god.
Tanaka asking Ota's sister before he knows that it's Ota's sister what his gorilla level is, and she says it's like a 3 or a 4, and then when he finds out it's Ota, he's like, no, I think it's a little lower than that.
On that note, Tanaka's sister is twisted also. I don't know what's going on with her. I'm glad we don't explore that too much.
She shows up twice, so that's nice.
I
think it's trying to play into one of the worst kind of like bad incest tropes. And I think like largely all of these characters are tropes in some way, and it's like especially a lot of the outlying cast outside of Tanaka and Oda, but like her especially is one of the worst.
Yeah.
It's why I like Oda the most, because he's sort of tropey in the like big burly helpful guy, but he's like, he kind of transcends that role and becomes like way more of a defined character than other people do, because you can easily slot like every other character into a defined role.
Yeah, he's a really good straight man to the rest of the crew. But he especially works just because of how understanding he is.
Yes,
like, you know,
I love the bit that he's just an extremely nice guy and helps literally everyone all the time to a fault. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree. I remember when I watched the Wcdonalds episode, I was just like, I was screenshotting it like constantly because I was loving it so much. And then I remember I just like, once the like sister part happened, I just tweeted out like, anime like her voice. Boy, I love this show. Too bad the sister wants to fuck her brother. Like, it's just. It's bad. It's really bad. And it really doesn't fit with the rest of the show. Even like it feels so out of nowhere.
Yeah.
When you see the editor come in.
Yeah, it's meant to just be like an offhand joke in a way that's not supposed to be explored literally in any way.
Right.
But then it's like you actually put it under any kind of microscope. Yeah. It's really bad. Can we talk about the Wcdonalds episode at all?
So what else about it? What do you want to talk about it? Because it's a really good episode.
So hearing that this show is bankrolled by Sony makes that episode make a lot more sense. Square Enix, sorry. This episode is unbelievable to me in like I can't believe that it wasn't just straight up sponsored by McDonald's.
Listen, so here's the thing, Scott. You might just not be familiar with anime enough, because Wcdonalds is basically a cultural, like, it is a cornerstone of anime, I think, personally. Sure. Like, Devil is a Part-Timer, right there. There you go. There's an episode of Sakamoto-kun that is just that also. There's quite a few.
There's a loving craft to this McDonald's that feels so, like, not even, like, joking about the fact that it's in a McDonald's. It's just understood, and also, man, isn't McDonald's just so great all the time?
Yeah, it is weird.
All the employees are so nice. Right. Everyone's so good.
He, like, examines the McDonald's as if it's some tranquil cafe to do work, which is not something I've seen in my experience. This is a
He starts as a person who's never been to McDonald's before, that's skeptical of McDonald's. But after going in, he's like, oh yeah, McDonald's is great. We should go here every day.
It's nice you thank the employee woman after, who is very traumatized by just their existence for some reason. But it's like, what? What did she do? And he never really finished his shake, I think. It's so sad.
No. What I'm trying to say is it really feels like they made this episode specifically and were like, okay, we're gonna try and pitch this to McDonald's to see if we can get a sponsorship deal from them.
I mean, that is very Square Enix in concept,
Maybe the mangaka just really fucking likes McDonald's.
You never know.
That's also the case, but maybe the fact that they said no to this was that the sister really wanted to fuck her brother.
Yeah.
They're like, nah, we can't be associated with that.
Oh, God.
How did this happen? How did this McDonald's episode happen?
Listen, I'm telling you, it is a cornerstone of the industry. Okay. Like, they have to do it. Like, I feel like John is onto something, and that's part of why it happens. Is like
there's definitely a shared anime universe.
Yeah.
Wait, depending on what McDonald's they have, is it Wcdonalds?
It's usually Wcdonalds or Wcdonalds.
Is it which McDonald's? Yeah, it's like there's different versions of how McDonald's is presented in anime. So I try to make the connecting dots. Which one has what?
I understand presenting like Wcdonalds as like a culturally understood parody. This one is like just straight up, oh, McDonald's is great. Everyone should go eat at McDonald's all the time. Just explicitly.
It's very relaxing.
Sure, that's what it is.
That's what it was. It was like showing this nice pastel, like, you know, it's with the color palette. The rest of the show is like this nice relaxing. Nothing.
They lovingly recreated an accurate interior of a McDonald's.
Listen,
like,
I think
parody.
We can just be glad that they at least had a good message to share at the end, which was that you should be nice to the workers and respect what they do.
Yeah.
Because they are stronger than you'll ever be.
It's true, they are.
Yeah, Wcdonalds. See, like, now that you said Wcdonalds like that, I'm just thinking, like, it's like a very Banksy thing now. Like, it's like, like they're cutting commentary underneath.
Oh man, how fucked
fucking
up would be if Banksy made Tanaka-kun is always listless.
Is there anything else you want to say about Tanaka-kun?
I mean, I probably have a lot of things to say at this point.
Oh no.
I love the opening and how like it cuts into like the start of the episode.
Yeah.
It just fades. It bleeds into the opening. I like that. It's kind of this idea. It's like everything's outside, and I think there were only like 2 episodes where it was raining and he just didn't feel like getting an umbrella. That was the whole thing, right? Like there was only those 2 episodes where the color palette was a little different and grayer, but most part that color palette was consistently like, it feels like, you know, very pastoral, like, oh, we're outside, it's like spring, you know? Yeah, actually there was never a season change in this show. You know, sometimes like school series, they have like a season change, you know, just in the middle of it, and there wasn't. We were consistently like spring, summer.
Break, at least.
Yeah. Yeah,
but
they
like
went through
the
summer break.
environment doesn't really like change that much.
Yeah.
They didn't want to have to draw snow.
They spent all the budget on Wcdonalds, okay?
They spent all the budget on that school. Did you see how well detailed it was?
It's a big school.
It's a big school. Yeah. And not even in like a Shaft way, just in like a this is like a fucking like massive university or something.
For no reason. Yeah, it looked like a museum. Like, why? The ceiling was kind of weird. Like, there were just like a lot of strange like abstract ceiling elements for no reason. Really high ceilings,
It was extremely modern art in the way it was built, in a way that's like, was this modeled after a real school? Like, it has to be.
Yeah, I don't know. That might be something that we're looking into, or it's just interesting for the sake of being interesting.
I have like a weird feeling. I have like a weird conspiracy theory, I should say, that slice of life anime is designed very deliberately designed and commissioned very deliberately by a conservative government to try and emphasize the like just completely peaceful nature of school life, as though students in school aren't actively struggling in Japan. And that, you know, everyone should just be hetero, of course.
That is valid. We never really see, you know, unless the series is like really a drama, like a lot of these shows don't really show them doing schoolwork, or like, we're gonna do the school, you know, like the school festival is the most stressful thing I'm sure like these students go through every year.
Oh
right?
Yeah, they just
we don't really see
perfectly.
them like have a major like stress meltdown.
Here, I'm going to counteract this point. Well, first I'm going to say that I think like that's an interesting point to make, and I think it is very viable, but I believe that the reality is, and I talk about this very often with a lot of things, is that I think the authors are just trying to live their fantasies that they have.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
All the way. The main reason I am saying this is because a reoccurring thing in a lot of slice of life things is, oh no, X is getting closed down because the budget for the school isn't going, or stuff like that.
No.
Like, I mean, like, look at the Asteroid in Love, right? They literally, like, just combined the geology and astronomy departments into one. Like, that's... And make them work in an old hut. Like, it's...
Yeah, they're like little lesbian commune thing, like, going on. Living with your friends. Yes, quote-unquote friends. No, yeah, usually... I mean, like, and I think a lot of creators are very transparent of, like, the fact that, they didn't probably have like a good welcoming school life. I think you know, the creator of Sailor Moon herself, the creator of Sailor Moon herself said, like, you know, I think she was quoted explicitly in a very old you know, interview or something, where she said explicitly she wanted to create characters that she would like to have been friends with during school, because I think she outright said she did not have a great time at school when she was, you know, going through it. So I think like, especially like stuff centered in school, it makes sense that a lot of them are projecting their own fantasy of like what they would have liked the experience to be, you know, in a good way. So, you know, it's a nice little thing for projecting for other people to kind of project themselves in like what that situation would be like too. It's kind of like a healthy thing, I think.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I suppose thinking about nice things is fairly healthy for you.
Yeah.
Wouldn't know what that's about. But I will say another thing I appreciate about this show is that there's a strong attention to detail to what it's like sleeping in class. Which, as someone who was not a great student in high school, I can tell you, this feels very accurate. Like, I think it was the first episode where he's going through all the different ways in which you would sleep on your hands, and it's like, yeah, dude, you can't sleep like that. You literally can't. Yeah. It will just, like, hurt your arm. I've woken up after class many times where my hand is, like, resting, or my chin is, like, resting, like, on my open palm, and it's like, my arm is asleep now, and my wrist really hurts.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Or, like, waking up with an impression on your face, and it's just... it's just like, oh, there's a handprint.
Yeah. And, it's interesting. I'm wondering where they like, got inspiration for that from. Like, I'm sure there was a sleepy boy in class or something. I just want to know, like, where conceptually this idea for a main character came from. Who, as a main character, I must say, really not my favorite.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's bold. That's what I think. I don't know. I think, like, most of the time you just get boring man who looks like this, but is like, hey guys, friendship.
He's definitely he's an extremely Joker-fied protagonist.
He is. Really yes. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. That's what I said. He's a twisted man. He has darkness in his heart, but he is using it in a proactive way that helps his friends at the very least.
And also, everyone fucking loves this guy.
Oh yeah, what's not to love? People love the Joker.
I love whenever I'm socially distant with every single person I know, and then every single girl is like, I can't not want to fuck this guy.
Listen, that's how it happens.
No, sure, yeah, of course.
Okay. I like that I said that we probably have nothing to say. We talked for like 25 minutes about it.
Yeah, sure.
I found it pretty difficult to get through this show.
That's always the problem we run into with these types. I liked when we do this type of thing, especially when we break off like more intense things that we watch, like we just watch Violet Evergarden.
Here's the thing: is I was like, I'm a dude who fucking loves some intense anime. When I suggested coming on here, I was like, oh shit, I wonder what wild stuff they're gonna recommend to me, and we're gonna see what we watch. And then it's this slice of life anime about a boy who sleeps.
Listen, when you put it like that, listen, like the last anime we watched was about fucking like a war orphan who killed hundreds of people, and it's just like I was like, maybe we should go a little mellow this time.
Scott, here's the thing though, it's not really about that. It's about her writing shit.
But also she's like,
there's some scenes of her whipping ass, all right? I'm not.
She's depressed is the main thing. It was very depressing. And I was just like, let's be happy. And then I was like, man, every time I choose a slice of life one, it is a little hard because we're like shotgunning something that's ostensibly meant for like 4 months. Like, it's.
Yeah. It was also like I had to like start watching it around the time Final Fantasy VII like just came out. Yeah. So I'm like, oh fuck, I just want to play more of this, but I gotta watch the Sleepy Boy anime.
Look, Scott, we all have to drag ourselves through an anime at least at one point. I know. Look, when everyone else was watching Yu Yu Shiki and saying how good it was, and I was like, it was like walking on glass for me. It was really bad.
It was purely a matter of timing. Like, I came on wanting to like talk about something else, but like, I felt like maybe the discussion I wanted to have was not super productive and not something we should really focus on. And then, like, as a matter of pure timing, I get Sleepy Boy anime, and that's fine. I'm here to broaden my horizons and expand upon the things that I watch, because I would like to watch more anime, you know?
Alright.
Well, we have plenty that we're going to tell you about today, let me tell
Oh,
you.
excellent. I'm going to keep proper notes.
Because you have come here right after the new season of anime has started, and we've actually watched the shows now.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we have quite a bit to get through. All right. Let me see. How should we start? Let me ask beforehand, before I jump into this real quick. Elvie, have you seen Gallon Dino?
No, I unfortunately haven't, but I am planning on. You can spoil it. I don't know. Is it possible for that show to be spoiled? It doesn't look like it has a...
It is.
It is.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's extremely
All right, John, let's talk about this real quick.
I'm glad to hear that it's really good, as I've been expecting.
It's very
good. That's nice to hear.
Yeah.
And the French guy's there again.
He is there.
God.
So Gallon Dinosaur is being made by the people that made the Pop Team Epic anime.
King Records, yeah.
Yeah. And it is very apparent that it is, like, not just, like, oh, hey, like, the same studio, where, like, the same people. This is the same style, the same comedy as the Pop Team Epic.
The same production value, also. Yeah. Like, very, very good.
And so, for those of you who don't know, Gallon Dinosaur is based on a manga that... It's a little weird, but it is very lax in its weirdness. It's just about this, like a gal who, you know, if you're not very aware of the kind of gal style in Japan, it's the kind of... Basically, just think of Junko from Danganronpa. Yeah. She's a gal.
Oh, and what a gal.
Yeah.
Don't get him started.
It's like a preppy kind of subculture, fashion subculture,
right.
Where, like, very 2000s fashion, I think, like harkening to, like, Paris Hilton in a way, like, if that's, like, a good visual reference. Yeah.
And she just randomly ends up bringing a dinosaur home, like a cute, but, like, not like a big ass dinosaur, like a little cute, like, mascot looking dinosaur.
It's a Muppet.
Yeah,
it looks like a Muppet. It's very good.
It's a mouth and two eyes. That's pretty much what it is. And it's adorable. It's absolutely adorable. The manga's really cute. It's just, like, about her, like, going through her life with this dinosaur. And half of Gallon Dinosaur is that. The first half of the anime is that. They just straight up animate the manga. There are some little bits where they do, like it's kind of a claymation stop motion sort of thing of like different gags from the manga. It's all very well animated. It's all gorgeous. You know, obviously that team is going to make some really nice looking stuff, and then they're also going to, like, experiment with style, exactly like they did with Pop Team Epic.
Yeah, can I just say, you can tell when the French dude did it, like, too, like, it's insane, because, like, remember when he did the Pop Team stuff, like, everyone was so, like, fluidly animated compared to everything else, like, when they show his short that he did, it was so, like, insanely, like, you could tell it was him instantly, even though it said, because, like, the dino's arms were just moving so fast, like, it was like, oh my god.
I mean, it probably also helped that because they think it's hilarious that he's French. There's just French in
they just say
the
French.
entire Yeah. But then the second half kicks in. Uh-oh. And if you recall how in Pop Team Epic the gag was they had different voice actors playing each character, and they would have the female voice actor and the male voice actors.
They went another level.
Instead of doing that, they went next level, and the second half is in live action, and it stars the dinosaur with this, like, old dude kind of sort of playing the role of the gal.
Yeah.
But
he is his own man. Like, he's not, like, pretending to be her or anything. He just acts like her, but is him.
Yeah, it's not like it's completely repeating the story from the episode. It's just kind of about him, like, bringing the dinosaur home, and then it's around Christmas time, and they celebrate it. And then he dies, and then Shota Aoi shows up and is like, no, I need to save him, and, like, tries to, like... It's really fucking crazy. And that's just the first episode.
Yeah.
That's just the first episode.
Shota Ai is the, if you remember in Pop Team Epic, the live action man who showed up at one point.
Yeah,
he's
that's
an idol.
him.
So he's in the same outfit he wore then.
Oh man!
And he's standing in a smoky void. They just cut to, and he's just like, impossible. How could this happen? Like over and over again, and then like. Not to like go beat by beat for the next episode, but the next episode like just resets to Christmas from the beginning again, and like there is this incredible scene where like, so first they just show him like the dinosaur looks out the window, which is a person in the dinosaur suit basically that they swap out the eyes for and everything just to convey emotion.
Very good.
And every time the dinosaur moves, it makes like lightsaber noises or air horn noises, which is very, very good.
Super good.
Only the dinosaur can see Shota Aoi, who tells him that it is not his fault. That's all he says. And then, like, they continue about like it's a normal thing or whatever. Some things change. It cuts to the wall where there is just a black and white photo of what appears to be an American school. Where there is a child version of the old man. Very clearly, they chose a child with a similar facial structure to him. Is this black and white?
They just photoshopped the man's face onto a child.
You think so? I think. Okay. Well, they did that, and then they just they photoshopped Shota Aoi in the photo behind him.
It's like The Shining. It's really good.
And this whole thing is incredible, and I won't spoil anymore. Just know that it continues. And it is incredible.
Really,
they have like custom music and everything. They are going next level with this stuff in a way that I am very much appreciating. Because like, listen, I liked the gag for Pop Team Epic where they were picking like well-known voice actors or whatever to just do like, you know, funny at the end. But this is like, this is a whole nother ball game. They're basically filming a drama at the end. That's an entirely different story.
I admittedly didn't, like, I've talked about it on the show, I didn't like the Pop Team Epic anime just because I liked the style, I liked the animation, I liked what they were trying to do. I thought the joke where they re-recorded it was, like, funny on paper, but not really in practice. And then also I felt like at times the snappiness of the manga was a little, like, better timed than the animation. But here, it's just pure hilarious. They're just playing with everything. They're just throwing like spaghetti on the wall to see what sticks, and all of it's sticking. It's great. They got told that they were going to make this manga, or they were going to make an anime adaptation of this manga that's just like, oh hey, it's just this cute dinosaur, and they were like, oh, we're going to adapt the shit out of this. I would highly recommend it. Like, honestly, I could very easily say this will probably be my favorite of the season. This is, as long as it keeps if it keeps ramping up like it is and it keeps being crazy, I could see this being my favorite of the season easy.
It's really good. Yeah, I'm very positive on it as well. Yeah.
I'm waiting for Papako and Peepa-Me to show up, like, straight up.
Yeah,
like, I'm ready.
I wouldn't be surprised at this point.
I'm fucking ready.
All right, yeah. LV.
Yeah.
So you know what? I was going to say something to you, but then I just saw that you said here's one we can skip if we need to, but then you wrote like 30 bulletins for it, and I have to know.
Don't worry.
I have to know.
Oh, great. Okay, well, we can talk about that.
Yeah, please tell me about Tom. This is Uchitama, right? This is
yes,
Uchitama.
Okay.
Please tell me about this. I need to know.
Okay, so I need to start from. I'm gonna have a moment where we're gonna have like a vision back to my childhood where there was a cute little franchise, cute little like merchandise franchise, character franchise called Tama and Friends, and it's not. I think it's not Sanrio. It's not Sanrio at all. I think it's like it's under a Sony subsidiary.
Oh yes, I see. Yeah.
And Tama and Friends basically revolves around like a bunch of these pets, mostly cats and dogs. Who, just once in a while they're running around the city, just doing their thing, and like and then it's just like a cute little thing, where meant to sell merch, akin to like Hello Kitty, Rilakkuma, etc. And like they have a bunch of like anime shorts and like there was a bunch of anime series revolving around their adventures, and like the usually the premise involves around like, you know, Tama, the main cat, he would often get lost, and I think actually the premise of the idea of like Tama and Friends, it came to the mind of the creator who saw, unfortunately, like, you know, it's kind of sad, but like they saw like a missing cat poster that said something, "Where is my Tama?" So that's kind of like the whole deal, and that's why Tama's named Tama. And yeah, like again, it's just literally a cute kids property where like, again, imagine if you don't know what it looks like, just imagine cute cat characters and cute little dogs, etc. Just that, like, you know, like again, it looks very similar to how Hello Kitty is designed, you know, since that's the most iconic visual reference I can mention.
Yeah.
You know, it's very bold lines, you know, very simple shapes. They're very round, a lot of circles, etc. And then now we have this recent series, Uchitama. You know, where's my Tama again? A lot of and they decided, you know, let's reboot this series. Let's make them people. Let's anthropomorphize them into handsome people.
Let's make them people. Like,
and when. And I don't know, like I this series was one of the series, like I saw it as a kid. I think it was WB Kids, actually, pre 4Kids, Fox Block. I don't know, one of those. They like went through 5 different incarnations for the Saturday morning cartoon thing. I saw one of those series, and that's kind of how I was familiar with it. I do remember, I think I had notebooks of, you know, the characters and stuff and like all that, you know, stationery. But yeah, so this is something kind of near and dear to me, and they did this, and I was like, "Shit, I gotta see this." What
I like
travesty?
That they did this.
What travesty is this? And I'm gonna start saying, "Oh, it's actually kind of clever. It's not that bad." But I must say, this series would have not had happened. You know, the idea of taking this very pure, joyful, blissful children's property and making it like a Bishonen thing, that came from a perverted mind. You cannot have been a pervert and not been like, let's do that. This is how we're gonna reboot the series. Because they can, you know, there's been rumors in the past of them rebooting Hamtaro. Like, imagine if they did it with Hamtaro. Like, you know, like they'll be like, let's make Hamtaro like this weird, you know, let's make Hamtaro like a teenage boy. Like, how would that be? You know, and make all of them kind of that. You know, that's what that is.
Fruits Basket's big right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, I don't know why they decided to do this. I think what they're trying to do is akin to what they did with Sanrio Boys, which is not the same thing. Sanrio Boys literally is just like an original property where like, you know, let's make this like cute little, which doesn't make sense to me. First of all, like a lot of women like Hello Kitty as is. We don't need like attractive anime boys to like hook people into Hello Kitty. You know, I don't know why that was necessary, but I think that's what they're trying to do. I'm worried about this trend. So if Hamtaro does come back, I hope they don't do this. But if they do, I would not be shocked by it. But anyway, a lot of the episodes in the series actually recreates a bunch of the older episodes from the past anime skits. So a lot of them are basically skits. There's usually like 2 or 3 per episode. And yeah, I wrote about a list because there are a lot of things that stood out to me. So definitely the series, I don't think, is for the original demographic of young children. I think they're trying to like definitely aim towards the much older people who probably grew up with the series and were like, hey, you're adults now, so we can make adult jokes. So so there's a pit bull character that he's like a pit bull character, and he does not look like how I think he would look like. Of course, they made everyone kind of cute or handsome. It's like, this is not how he should look. Like, he should look a little more like rough around the edges. But alas, they made him handsome, and they kind of made him a weird playboy. I'm not about that. I'm not about that. He has a crush on. Let me try to go down the cast list. So there's Momo. Momo is a cat who like, She's like a pet. She's like the pet of like some of the cafe owners in the town, and like how they. So what's funny about the series is, you know, they kind of, it's like it does the cute thing where they kind of see the world in a different way than the humans do, and they kind of just re-emphasize that fact like here, especially now that we kind of see them in an anthropomorphized form. So they're not literally anthropomorphized. It's like they see themselves though as those characters though. So when it shifts back and forth between the human perspective, like their owners or like any of the town's residents, we don't see them at all. Actually, it's very interesting. We don't see the humans at all when we see them in like their anthropomorphized perspective. When it cuts back to the humans, we see them as their regular cat and dog forms. So that's where it's kind of weird. And you know, they don't talk at all in that standpoint, but like when we go back and forth, like they're talking, right? So like some of the things like some of the things they misinterpret or like reinterpret for their own like way of seeing things is that like Momo is the pet of like one of the cafe owners, like in one of the local cafes. And so how they see Momo though in their in their interpretation of the world as cats and dogs is that Momo is actually a waitress, and she how she looks like in human form is that she looks like a cat girl maid waitress thing. So that's kind of how they see her. There's their names are not here. There's a lot of. I think it's Poochie. Poochie's like the main dog. Poochie's friend with Tama, and Poochie's yeah. Poochie's the best friends with Tama, and Poochie he's like the pet. He's the pet of like one of the tofu shop owners, and Poochie like loves tofu and stuff. It's just like a bunch of things like that. And there's an episode where Poochie's kind of like very soft and very like a softie, and like and there's one episode where he gets upset where he goes, "Oh no, no one's taking me seriously." Like he goes sicko mode, he loses his mind, right? Poochie loses his mind, and he tries to be tough, but then like it's a whole thing in the episode where the humans are just thinking he's acting cuter, and like they're taking pictures and posting it on social media and stuff. Whereas on their perspective, they think Poochie's actually legitimately scary at that point. So, but there's a lot of things like that. But yeah, there's again, just to reiterate that this show is not for like the original demographic. This show is meant for like I think the people who grew up with the IP and was like, yeah, now you can have a dirty joke here, because they have like a very obvious like at some point they have a very obvious catnip is drugs joke at some point. Like one of the cop dogs is like trying to do a crackdown on something, and they don't really say what, and it's just catnip, and then it's like, oh, it's catnip. They have a gotcha joke at some point. It's hard to explain, but they were, which is not something I think kids should be exposed to. Kids should be kept away from gotcha, I think.
You're right.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
Where they're trying to they're trying to do play fighting in the park, and they're doing the whole thing where they're making pulls of each other. It was very weird. There's a weird skit where the older dogs are talking about why do humans have only 2 nips? I'm pretty sure that was not in the original series. They were they were outright talking about nipples. I was like, oh shit. It's just a weird acid trip of a series. No, but like honestly, a lot of things I was very shocked. I was surprised it was just gonna be like one of those baity things, but like no, actually no, it's some of the things they do is clever, and like especially when now that they have this like second layer to it. But again, like most of them are just remaking some stuff from past series, some skits. They remade like one particular episode, which was kind of nuts that I don't know how to feel about. Where there's a stray cat character where I forgot his name. It's not coming to me right now because it's been a while. I'm almost done with the series, but I think it's been done, but what I'm watching it on is not complete yet, but I think it's been done for the past season. Where there's they show the backstory of one of the stray cat characters, and it's very sad. Basically, his past owner, he was just ill and died. That's it. And the episode ends with, he kind of has like it's like the summer festival, and they're away from their humans, and they're trying to find out where. Oh, Nora. His name is Nora, because apparently Nora in Japanese means stray or abandoned. So that's kind of weird that he was named that. He, at the end of the episode, in present day, after his long depressing flashback, he finds a kitten shivering in the forest, and in the original series, for children, the cat does not survive. They outright like have this really insane like I highly recommend looking at the episode. It's very interesting. It's like very artistically like this is like really upsetting. Like wow, they showed this to children. Where the cat does not survive. In this remake of the episode, the cat survives. I'm like, okay, that's a little weird. But nonetheless, I do. I'm sorry, I just blanked out. Nonetheless, I do. This series is a lot. I was just like, well, this series is fucked up. This series is fucked up. There's like again, the original series kind of had like a lot of dark episodes, teaching kids about like, unfortunately, friendly friends like move away or death happens, which is what happens here too. They actually do have a couple episodes where they meet a new character, but the character either moves away or they get adopted. Like they meet another stray cat. It's like, oh, and like in a way, it's like one of those things about letting go. There's another episode where a competing cat cafe. So just to know, Momo does not work at a cat cafe. It's just a regular cafe, but she's like a pet that is there. But they actually have a legit cat cafe where they're very impressed by, and of course, so all those cats and dogs are translated as literal, like, butler maid cafe people. And there's a weird comment at that episode where they're not sure if that, like Momo has a very competitive streak with this one cat. And I'm saying he because they've been saying he throughout the episode, but there's a weird comment at the end where they're not sure what his gender is. Very odd. I don't know, just very odd, like, choices made in this series that I don't quite understand, and they don't really revisit it, but c'est la vie. I'm not done with the series. Unfortunately, do have to finish it, but that's my take on Tom and Friends, really. It's a very odd series, but it's actually nice, and then some of the gags are legitimately funny. It's just a weird adult take on something that was meant for children, if I were to sum it up. It might be worth looking into, but I feel like it's not really going to connect with someone if you don't have familiarization with Tom and Friends vanilla.
Because it feels like it's operating under the assumption that this stuff, right? Like, so you can appreciate the departure or the...
and then, what they readapt. Because it frames it in the beginning as if kind of restarting the story where one of the characters moves in and they never met him before. So it literally is kind of like a restart in a way. Because I feel like if you don't and you just kind of walk in, you're just gonna be like, what is this perverted thing? Like, it is perverted. I think it's perverted. Nothing perverted happens really, but it is perverted in concept, I think. So I'm hoping no other future children's property might do this, but for what this did, I think it does some clever things. It's a little hard to describe without visually showing it, but like it's fine. It's fine so far.
All right. Well, thank you for teaching me about it, because I've been wondering for quite some time. It is sat there. We watched half of one episode, I think, and then
it's very strange.
It sat there, and we're just like, oh no, we're so behind on where's my time? Because we don't know the source material, so I think like it probably wouldn't have hit us at all. Oh, well, thank you. Yes. I'm going to talk about some bullshit, but before that, Scott, do you have anything you're wondering or want to share?
Out of anime? At this current moment, I do not.
Okay. All right. Well, then let me talk about the Case Files of Julia Richards finale.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Uh-oh. That screenshot was very fucked up.
Yeah.
That he showed. That tease.
So, what happened is the final episode started with Seiji, who's the main protagonist. He's approached by his father on the street, and his father reveals that he has been stalking him for quite some time. But Seiji's having none of it. He just walks. He walks away. He hops on a train really quick and gets away from him. But like over time, like, he keeps showing up as he's going to work and stuff like that, and just being like, oh, what's wrong with an old man spending time with his son, and stuff like that. After that, we were shown various scenes of him being abusive to him growing up and stuff like that, so we know the reasons over time. He keeps stalking him, though. He just keeps stalking him, and eventually Seiji just goes, I'm quitting my job, I can't handle this anymore. He just tells Richard he's quitting, and stays home. When he gets home after quitting, his landlord goes, I just gave your dad the key, don't worry, to your home.
Oh, God.
And he's like, oh, man. So he just walks out, and his dad's already, like, almost there, and he's like, oh, hey, how's it going? Let's hang out. And he just walks to a store. The dad just keeps following him, trying to talk to him, and he's like, oh, you're so mean to me. He walks into the store, walks into this aisle with knives. And he's just looking at all these knives while he keeps talking to him. He buys a knife and then just keeps walking while the dad's following him. They go to a park, and then he just turns around to the dad and says, if you don't leave in 20 seconds, I'm going to stab you. And he's just like, oh, like, then he just starts being a bastard to him or whatever about it. And then eventually he runs away from him after he is literally about to stab him. And after that, they show multiple dreams where he does stab him.
Okay.
And Richard becomes distressed because he's not responding to any of his texts or anything. So Richard seems to be hiring a hitman.
All right.
Cool.
And talking in like the shadows and stuff, and he's like, "I'm great, you're here for the job," and stuff like that or whatever. And then at the end confronts the father. But it is revealed that the hitman is not a hitman. It is his which I really would have believed it was after the whole lore about, like Richard being this weird con man from India and stuff like that we went through before. But no, it's it's Seiji's stepfather who loves him very much. And he punches the dad in the street and then says like, "I will destroy you if I ever see you again."
What the fuck did the show become?
I don't know. This is out of nowhere.
It was about jewels and then pervading
don't worry,
rocks.
because at the very end they both show their jewels again to each other. That they're matching jewels. They
showed her jewels
and
to
they
each
go,
other.
Don't forget Seiji. Richard says, "I'll always love you," and he goes, I love you too, Richard," and then it ends. So that was a hell of a show, is what I'm going to say right now. That's the roller coaster that it took me for the Case Files of Julie Richard, which the show is barely about. I just want to go on real quick, barely about that, because like episode 8, they just fuck off to England and do that whole arc about weird racism and them getting married and stuff, and then like I don't even know. Very strange.
Wait, what happened to that engagement thing?
They just ignored it. I don't know. They did.
And now they're just gay?
Yeah, I don't.
Now they're just actually admitting we are
the
gay.
The girl never appeared again after that.
Yeah, that other girl never appeared again. No. When she was done, she was gone.
She was gone. Yeah, it was very interesting. Very, very. It's the type of show that you watch and you're just like, man, this is happening. That's how I feel. Like, I don't know a better way to describe it. Like, it's just like, it's like it hooks you in, and you just like, even if it's not like anything substantial or like meaningful or like you said, Elvie, the original reason you dropped it is because like they weren't doing anything novel with it being an anime, right? Like it's something you could read. And, like it's like they still didn't do anything like crazy with the animation. It's very like dull stuff,
stiff.
But it's just like. These plot lines, it is like watching a soap opera. Like it is like in a way that like most shows are not. Like, and the fact that it is all like supplemented by this weird pseudo no homo thing that is way over the top into like, how can they even like deny this at any point when they are doing this shit? Like, it is very interesting. Very, very hell of a show. I'm glad I watched it, frankly. I had a real time. Also because the ending song, I've talked about this before, but the ending song sounds like it's from The Room. Like, it is this English love song that is like, you are the one. Like, it is
now that
insane.
you think about it. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I should like recommend it or anything. But, like, if you're like looking for like a trashy soap opera type thing or something like that, or like, like it is very funny. It is very funny to watch. Like it is an amusing experience. Yeah, so I had fun with that. John,
yes,
you know what else is fun?
Real quick, I fucked up. I forgot to read an opinion about Tanaka-kun. I am so sorry.
Oh shit, that's okay. Go ahead. We can read that. Yeah, go ahead.
I'll do that real quick. Trixie sent in an opinion. So hello, Trixie. I hope you're doing well out there. Trixie said, Tanaka-kun is a warm, easy-to-watch show filled with impeccable comedic timing and a knack for making an ostensibly boring and nothing character interesting via the scenarios and jokes he's thrust into. In a way, the show reminds me of a sitcom in style and presentation. Not a bad thing. Some character traits are annoying, and anything to do with the romance in the show does not land, but it's still a consistently fun and easy time that I can't help love all the same.
Yeah.
Right about the romance thing, as we said. Like, it's just like, unless Trixie it's the stuff that we know is real shit, like, it is very, like, what are they doing?
Yeah, we're the ones who should be writing Tanaka-kun.
You know what? I forgot to mention the weirdest scene in the entire series, okay? The weirdest scene to me in the whole series is in the festival episode, or not the festival episode, the fireworks episode, where they just inexplicably, straight up out of nowhere, are like, Achan and Ota love each other. Like, remember that?
Like, as a subplot that was, like, kind of a little bit building up, not really, but, like...
Really? I feel like they didn't talk
nowhere.
about it for episodes at that point, like, and then they just brought it up. I don't, maybe...
I mean, there was, like, they lived next to each other, so there's the whole, like, childhood friend thing, and then there's also, I'm pretty sure the scene where Tanaka is, like, so tired he doesn't want to pronounce her last name thing, and then she takes it as, like, a wedding proposal, and she's oh, well, I would date Oda too, like, that whole thing. There's that, so it's not completely
I guess
without
it's not completely, but it was just so weird, especially when she's on an effing date. Like,
I still agree. I still agree.
They should have, I mean, I'm guessing they were maybe hoping for a season 2 at some point, but, like, they should have just made those relations, like, even the weird hetero relationships, they should have just made explicit. Like, ending the entire thing on a weird nebulous note between Shirashi and Tanaka is like, you know, she gets rejected, but the moral of the story is just keep trying. Eventually it'll work out.
Slow.
That doesn't work with relationships.
Normal.
Very normal.
Anyway,
so yes,
I apologize.
You know what else
Rose.
is good, John?
What is good?
Kaguya.
That's true. It really is.
Have you seen episode 2 yet? Okay.
I've only seen the first episode, but let me tell you, it was like slipping on an old pair of shoes. It felt great to just be back with those characters. It was like a beat was never skipped. It was so nice to see them. I know you've seen episode 2, though.
Yeah,
it's still just as good.
I'm not going to spoil anything. I think that is one of the best episodes they have ever done of that show. That's what I'm going to say.
Yes.
They don't miss anything. Like, it just keeps firing off, like, in great shit. It's like a very heavily Kaguya-focused episode, and it is extremely good. It is very, very, very good. They introduced Chika's twisted sister.
Chika's twisted sister?
She is a twisted animal. You will see. She wears a shirt that says Primal on it.
That rules.
Well, I know exactly what I'm doing after we're done recording.
It's very, very good. And plus, they showed the opening at the end of the last one, but the opening is very good. Again, they got the same love singer guy. So
yeah, it's that guy's very good. It's like it sounds like a lounge singer kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't know what else we can say. Oh yeah.
No, it's just it's super fun.
Oh no, I thought Scott was going to say something.
No, I yawned.
Oh, okay. Wow. Well, fuck you too.
Much like Tanaka, I've become something of a sleepy boy these last
well, we
few
accept
days.
you just like in Tanaka.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, I don't know what else there is to say about Kaguya, but it's
there's
good.
only been one or two. Well, there's been 2 episodes so far, so there's
and
not
we've
too much we
discussed
can
it
say.
at length. I think. In the past.
Yeah, we have talked a lot about Kaguya. This is very much just they're doing more of it, and it's just as good, if according to you, if not better than previous episodes. So, you know, just keep going. If you like the old stuff, watch the new stuff because it's just as good.
Good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Should I talk about some fucked up stuff that I've been watching?
Yeah, talk about some fucked up thing. Yeah, why not?
All right.
Fuck it.
Okay, Scott, how about you choose? You should choose which of the 3 fucked up things I should talk about. We got Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Precure. What should I do?
Let's go with the one I don't know anything about, Precure.
All right.
It has been shown to the masses and has done harm, is your note for the week? Excuse me? What?
What happened to healing good?
Healing bad.
Healing bad.
I have fully embraced the notion of healing bad. Like, that is my Twitter handle, not my handle, but like my Twitter name. Like, I am John Machonsky's healing bad. So
has the show gone Joker-fied?
It hasn't. I have, but
oh no.
I showed it to people in the Chooch Discord server. That's what happened. That was the healing bad, is that I sat other human beings down and showed it to them.
Indoctrination!
And let me tell you, I have never felt so vindicated in my life. When we were watching that show, and as soon as that dog started sneezing and everyone else in that call started laughing, I was just like, I'm normal. Either that or everyone else is freaks, but you know what? That's okay, because I'd rather reign in hell than serve in heaven. That's what I'd have to say about that. So the last 2 episodes were a 2-episode arc where the girls go on like it's not really like a field trip. I don't remember if it was a field trip or just like a day trip. They go to some artist's like showcase, and of course, the pathogerms show up and start infecting the art. It's like pottery.
What?
But then the other two, because there's 3 different people that are like in charge of the pathogerms. There's like the big buff dude, there's a twink, and then there's the sexy lady. So they all attack at once. The buff dude attacks the pottery, the twink attacks some flowers, and then the girl attacks just like a lake. Or no, it's a river, excuse me.
Oh, which a river's still funny. I mean, that's just...
No, I mean, but like infecting a river is pretty like, oh god, that's
bad. That's real bad.
Yeah. Infecting plants, that could get pretty bad. And then like you could just like wipe down pottery, like they have like just get some Clorox wipes. What are you doing? Like. Anyway, so the girls are very overwhelmed. They are trying to figure out how to handle this, and they end up splitting up. But because they're not together, they get their asses beat. And there's just like there's all these scenes of just like the girls are like, oh no, I mean, like especially the leader girl. I'm gonna have to open my notes to remember the names of these characters, because it's like this show just like it's harmful. It's fucking harmful. No, it's not. Michio? No, Michio's the fucking news nerd. What the fuck? Nodoka. Nodoka is like, I can't go all out in my fight because I might break the pottery. And just all this shit. And then eventually they end up defeating the pottery one first, because they like split up and then they regroup because they're like, no, we're stronger together. But then the longer that they don't take out a pathogerm, the stronger it gets. So the next episode is them fighting the one at the river, and it's very difficult. They almost lose because it's so strong. They let it get so powerful. So then at that point, of course, oh no, if they're going to fight the plant one, it's going to be very strong. It's going to be too strong for them. And it is. It kicks their ass. And there's just like a scene of them being like, oh, are we going to be able to keep being pre-cure? You know, we got our asses beat. And then there's like a whole thing. They pretty much just go like, you know what? If we're going to go down, we got to go down swinging. If we're going to lose, we got to really try. So they fight the last pathogerm, and they finally beat it by doing like a try attack. They do like a big like super finale attack, and you know that was cool. But I don't know. Again, the dog was sick for 2 episodes straight, and
oh my god!
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna say this. I started a Twitter, which I have not been able to update because of reasons, but I'm going to update it very soon, that I'm going to chronicle when the dog is sick in each episode.
Like a timestamp?
Yeah, I'm going to take timestamps. I'm going to take screenshots of when the dog is sick.
Yeah, like Pepito is home, like that, right? Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. So the account...
sick.
Yeah, Pepito is sick. No, what's the account called? I think it's this Precure Sick Dog, I think that is. I need to double check what exactly the Twitter @ is. No, it's Sick Dog Precure. Yeah, @ Sick Dog Precure is the account. Again, I haven't posted anything on it yet, but I absolutely will. Just, I just need to get the screenshots and the timestamps and all that. I need to make sure that it is absolutely exact. Like, I'm going to try, I don't know if I can get it down to the second, but I'll try. This needs to be chronicled. It's extremely important that we know exactly when the dog is sick in each episode of Healing Good Pre-Cure. So absolutely, there's plenty of horror in each episode, and it's just going to continue to go crazier because I at the end of the latest episode there was the fucking the mom of the dog, like there's a mother dog. She's like, wow, they figured out how to save the day, but there's like an encroaching darkness, and like in like her forest grove that she's like laying down in, there's a bunch of like creeping pathogerm evil surrounding her, so maybe something bad's gonna happen to her. Oh no, there is another thing that I forgot, that, oh my god, I can't believe I forgot this. When they were fighting the flower pathogerm, like the big super strong one, it like shot out, I think, like a seed or something, and it crawled away. And then at the end of the episode, the seed like infected a capybara that was just around.
No.
So I think the capybara is going to become a villain. There's going to be just evil capybara like mascot. It's fucked up. This show is just insane. This show is not for good people, and I can't stop watching it.
Oh no, not the capybara. They do nothing. They're just chill animals.
Well, this one's going to like spread disease, I guess.
Oh my god. Oh.
We're going to see how it goes, because I think they're going to introduce him in the next episode, so we'll see.
Well, I hope you don't become as twisted as the Precures, John. That's all I hope.
I mean, I did make a Twitter account expressly to chart the illness of an animal, so...
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I'm too far gone, I think.
Well, we'll see. LV... Oh, yeah. I have watched everything now, so we can talk about fucking anything. What do you want to talk about of the things from last season to get caught up on?
Well, Machi Record, I finally finished it.
What do you think?
Wow.
Yeah.
Just wow. It's like, oh, I just have questions, It's like, oh, yeah. Which probably can't be answered until whenever this continues. Yeah,
I think it's summer. Summer now, right? Like,
I mean, that's all I can say about that, really. Shit happened. Some real bad shit happens.
Yeah. I thought it was really
seemed grim.
Wild that they animated a certain character's hand just blowing off and then being reattached. Like,
because I guess that happens.
Yeah, normal.
Yeah, very normal.
It was fun to see Mommy sicko mode, since Mommy doesn't do anything in original Madoka.
She went full on sicko mode. Like, it was like twice powered sicko mode.
Yeah.
I'm very interested in this. It seems like there's interesting narrative going on here with this kind of cult-like collective about, like, conceptually there might be something good here, but clearly not really. This might be actually bad. When it comes to the liberation of magical girls.
It's the classic cult thing, right? Like, where they just go like, hey, we want to help everyone.
We have this good idea, but actually we're
just
twisted.
Give us the last 4 digits of your credit card.
Right. Sign up now. That's literally what that is. You're actually right. Was it like this in the game?
Yes.
Is this actually
this
straight on? Okay. But you said some things were different.
Yeah,
they portrayed
some of the stuff was different.
Yeah.
Like, let's say Mommy isn't necessarily on board as she is in the game as she is in the anime, which I think it's a much better change. I feel this way about like almost all the changes. Stand by. I'm still sad that Homura didn't appear and people yelled at her for using a real gun. I think that's fucked up. I think it's weird that Homura and Madoka didn't show up at all because they were very present at this point. But they are probably saving their Madoka blast or whatever. Because you can't just throw Madoka in there, I feel
but that would make sense if they did show up, because they pretty much showed everyone else.
They did show everyone else. Like,
that's kind of weird that they're like, and then it ends, and then we have the little cold tease at the end, and then we're like, like where's the other two? Like they kind of does set up expectations, like, oh yeah, now that we have this weird dramatic thing going on.
Yeah.
With them, like now we don't quite have the title or character. That's a little weird.
It's good that I wasn't the last song I really liked. I was glad that they went back to like classic really Twisted Madoka music. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really good. I'm glad that you got to watch that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to the next part.
Yeah, it should be really good. I really like everything that happens afterwards. The Somali is another thing we can talk about.
That was good.
That was good.
That was really good. I think it was satisfying how they ended it. I like the little dog goat town. It was very cute. They were basically wearing a Monster Hunter getup. Like,
they were. Yeah.
He was the hunter, and then Somali was the pelican.
Her new outfit's so cute. Yeah, it's like a palico
it's really
outfit.
Good.
You're
I'm
right.
Like, wow,
yeah.
we're not going to see this because I don't know if there's a season.
Maybe there will be. I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know. But they got like a whole new outfit. I'm like, what? Yeah. We only get 5 seconds of this. But that's interesting. He basically has like so long story short, in the final, it's not even a final, it's just like, oh, they got captured, shit happened. Golem exploded, literally. He was like, I'm tired of being nice, and he just lost it. Yeah, I guess he is like a kind of regeneration defensive response, so he doesn't quite fully like explode, but he's still in pretty bad shape, you know.
Again, he lost an arm.
He lost an arm, and they keep throwing this ambiguous like air. It's like, oh, I have little time left. Okay, I don't know what that means. You keep saying these numbers that so you're gonna survive for as long as the series conveniently needs it.
I really liked the thing that he said that I think is a good way of like working that into the story lore is like, so the whole reason he's scared is because he's like a very old golem, and golems all live to be exactly 1,000 or something like that.
Yes, that specific number. Yes.
But then like towards the end, he's like not sure how much longer he'll live because he would be counting obviously because he's like a robotic type guy.
Yeah,
but
he
like
knows exactly. Yeah,
he doesn't know anymore because he's like, this is taking into account that he's doing all the forest stuff he should be doing. But he has just been fucking around like doing like being a dad instead. So he's like, I don't know what this means anymore. Like
he's been putting his body through tremendous amounts of stress compared to like what golems usually do.
Yeah.
Which is literally just chilling most of the time.
Yeah.
Like what he did was not normal circumstances where like his body went full on like like rage defensive mode, exploding into tentacles, sure. Like roots, I guess tree roots, I guess. Yeah, it's I mean, it's like a nice like classic like if we're getting into anime here, this nice open-ended question of like,
yeah, I think they did a good ending, right? Like I think they did a good like ending to be like something like this that is something that continued in a written form, but like even if they don't get another season, it's like they accomplished like a good end point for like what you could see like in an anime, I think, as opposed to like a lot of things.
I think they did a good classic thing of like framing it in such a way where like, now this is over, there's now the manga, you know, like it's like I think they kind of did that, like it's a good anime endpoint, but also like it was a good segue with like, oh yeah, now you can read the manga if you want to because that exists and this is what this is based on, like, you know, here you went through that long 12 episode preview of what's more to come, so you have something else to look forward to if this doesn't get renewed anyway, you know. Yeah, it's a good series, highly recommend it overall. And you know, it's complete now, so you can watch it in full if anyone wants to.
Yeah.
If you want some, you know, if you want another kind of interesting take on like fantasy stuff and a cute developing father-daughter relationship thing going on, a realistic child,
child, like that's the thing that really struck out about me to this all the way to the end of it.
Realistic
just, like,
child,
the only realistic child in anime, or the only the only one. Like
its major flaw really is kind of like the background, like the underlying background issue of like fantasy racism, and it's just kind of not great in a lot of parts. It's just very lazy, and it's like like there's some parts where it's done really well. Again, like, you know, like
it's
the
like
Harvey
a hammer.
episode.
Like they use it okay sometimes, but like then the rest of the time it's like dropped it. Like
with the old axolotl lady saying the racism song.
Racism song. I'll never get over the racism song.
It's like what the fuck?
She really sang that racism song. That was a children's nursery rhyme ?
Oh man. And then like that's been hummed throughout like the series, and no one knew the actual lyrics until that point.
No one knew about that. The song was racist.
No one knew it was about eating people. It's a beautiful. Otherwise, it's a good series. Like, but again, it suffers. Like, there's moments where like it just falls into lazy fantasy racism storytelling. Like I don't know. Yeah, it's like a tricky thing. Honestly, if you think about it, like I don't know how. I think like a lot of settings, in games too, like where like fantasy racism is just the go-to. Like, how are we gonna create conflict between these interesting groups of people? And it's not like. It hasn't changed in years, and it's like it still becomes like a very difficult and kind of problematic allegory when racism exists in real life, right?
Yeah.
That's like no one wants to deal with it. No, when people like if I'm gonna segue a little bit, like like some people don't want to deal with that when they play a Dungeons or Dragons game. So it's like, oh yeah, you got to be more creative and figure out how to do something that makes things enjoyable and not uncomfortable for people, right? Mm-hmm. And you got to change a lot of these conventions that unfortunately have been written in text for so long and in fantasy conventions. So I get it. It's like hard to do. A legitimately more insightful and like thoughtful interpretation of like how like creating conflict in a fantasy setting, but like not trying to avoid like those trying to avoid those typical tropes again, where it's just like this is the same thing, and it's just like like it's difficult. Like I can't even think about that right now on the spot. Listen, like how would I do that differently?
I got a good example is like I think that the way that Magus Bride does the way that the fairies treat everyone.
Actually, that's a good example. Yeah,
they use the fairy term as a big umbrella for like a lot of species and stuff like that. And the way that they interact with humans is like either they can be really nice or they can just be twisted because they're twisted. But it's never in a way that's like, well, I'm twisted to them because of X reason or something like that. It's like this is just the way I am. Okay, fuck it. Like I think it's a good way to create that conflict without making it like. Well, no, I did it because of the racism that they did to us, and then the stuff like this or whatever. It's like they're very clear.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. That's a good.
People
that's
act
a good point.
normal. Let's say, as opposed to like what they do in that one, where it's like saves a child. You monster, get out of here! Like it was.
Right. They literally saw her. It's just silly. Like it was. That's the problem too. It was just blatantly cartoonish at points where it's like I don't. Like, if this was thousands of years, like, a problem, like, I'm pretty sure we would have glimmers of people who kind of have better sense and, like, approaching this topic,
Yeah.
Like, I don't, that's kind of weird to me that the setting establishes that this was a problem for so many, and nothing changed on that. That's, like, a little odd. That's interesting. And, like, especially applying, like, like, the idea of, like, humans being, dwindled down. That's interesting how there was no, like, response to that sense. That's very odd. But yeah, overall, I do recommend that series still. It's still a good series, as for the points I mentioned. Like, if you want to feel things, this is one of those series, I guess.
Yeah, not to like keep going at this, but like I think like the thing that you raised actually a good point that made me think about it. Like the problem is with all of these narratives is that when they position this stuff, you either have purely the sympathetic main characters and then no one else. And just the antagonistic point. And they never show, like, the elements around where, like, there's never a person in a background who's just like, like, it's fucked up what we're doing, or, like, what some people do, or something like that. Like, that's a good way to, like, build the world and stuff like that, instead of just having these cartoonish people. Like, if you had, like, aspects of the society where, I think they can even make a stronger case there, where it's like they could have people who are like saying like this is a fucked up thing that people do, or this maybe that was a bad thing people did in the past, something like that, or something like that. And then they like say something like that, but then they just enable these bad people to keep doing the bad things or something like that. That would be a better allegory for racism, I think. Honestly. But like there's never that. It's just like people are twisted animals and just
Right, we haven't seen that so far. We've seen purely the altruistic, like, Oni brothers who's tagging along with them so far, and like, but we don't see anything else. We've seen the again, like, that's why I thought the harpy, like, when they met the harpy and that human partner, like, was good, and that we didn't need to go further than that. Like, I thought it was good because it showed, like, a great point of, like, those two being stuck together, like, because of that man's, like, past. It's like I thought that was a good example of like it being nuanced, where like he's now trying to figure out how to like help her despite all that issues they had in the past with each other, where like he killed her mom and like his own town, like now he's kind of facing the consequences for that and like living with that, and like wherever they're gonna go next, right? Like I thought that was a good example of those two characters probably embodying that well, but everyone else wasn't really, like.
Yeah, after that they just
racism song.
The racism saga. All right, I think that covers everything with that. I still enjoyed it ultimately, yeah, but let me talk about one thing, and then I'll let John talk about some other insane bullshit. Which is, I'm just going to talk about art real quick. Arte? I think it's just art.
Arte or art.
So art is like, it's just an anime in the Renaissance era about this woman who wants to get into art, like painting and such, but sexism and such.
Yep.
I hate when that happens.
It's very.
I hate when it happens.
It's very heavy-handed with it, but like at the same time, like I don't know how else they could be with it at times, like. Because it is just starting out, and they are, like, branching out as it goes. And, like, it feels like it's almost on the cusp of being Manic Pixie Dream Girl. But I think they do enough with it by having both of the main characters be, like, talented. And they're in different ways or whatever like that. And each of them is helping each other out in a way, I think. That's, like, more beneficial. Like, for, like, the one... Like, it's mostly about her, basically. Like... So, yeah, like I said, it's a little heavy-handed, but I think it's good. It's very nice to see an anime that is set in, like, real history instead of fake Europe, like it always is. Like, this is real Florence, and, like, it's real shit. Like, my favorite part of it is that I look around every episode and I go, oh my god, there's that building from Assassin's Creed 2. I need to climb it right now. I know all of these buildings. Like, oh, look at that window. It's perfect. Just need to jump on that shutter. It's really, like, it's really nice to look at. I think they really did a good job. Like I said, like, I recognize all the buildings. The way they're drawing them all is, like, perfect. They really nailed it. The weird thing about this is a Universal anime. So they show the Universal Films logo every time, like the dun dun dun. It is
wow.
It is surreal, like, because they play that and then they play the Funimation bit, that, like, whatever opening bumper. It's just like, it's really weird. It feels like I'm watching high art or something when I see that before in the anime. Even though, like, I mean, it's not like Universal is very high art or anything, but you know what I mean. Like, it's very.
It's the feeling you get of, like, you're about to watch a movie, but you know you're not.
Yeah, and it's so weird. It feels very strange. I think it's really enjoyable. I think the main girl is very, like, fun. I think she has a good attitude that is more realistic than just, like, she's very just passionate and trying to do her thing. And that's why I feel like I said, like, it's on the cusp of being like, oh, here's the magic girl or whatever, because she fucks up a bunch or whatever, but, like, she's still, like, trying, and, like, the dude she's working with, like, respects her. He's like this old grumpy man named Leo, and I was worried at first they were trying to make it Leonardo da Vinci, but it is not. So
no, I think from my understanding, like, how far the series is, like, Leonardo da Vinci does show up at some point as his own character.
Okay.
Yes.
They better make him gay.
Yep, hope so.
But yeah, I've been enjoying it quite a bit. I think it's just fun. Like I said, like, I think the thing that I'm really appreciating is I have watched so many anime that are fake Europe, fake everything, like, that's just this homogenized art style that is, like, buildings that mean nothing. So, like, a great example of it is Bookworm, right? The book isekai, which I like. But it's like, this is a homogenized idea of a European thing from this era, not this very specific European time, like this very specific thing with very specific artistic sensibilities and aesthetics and lifestyle stuff, like
fashion.
A thing I really liked was, like, in the second episode or in the third episode, they were talking about how, like, this is a real thing that I really liked that they were talking about, is, like, the carnival was happening And the carnival was the day when, like, you could get away with so much shit because the church was basically like, just like, this is the free day. This is the free day. You can do anything. So people were doing, like, dissections and stuff like that. And artists would, like, go there to draw the dissections and stuff like that because that's the only time you could ever see that because dissections were not allowed by the church. And, like, I thought that was, like, a really interesting thing to, like, talk about. Like, they're exploring the setting and, like, stuff like that in a way that, like, a lot of these shows who use, like, a time period or setting, like, as, like, a backdrop would just use it for flavor. Like, they're like, nailing what it meant to be in this time. And not just, like, having a concept and just having a set dressing for it. Like, I think that they are really working with it.
What I really loved about Vinland Saga in particular is their the often talked about detail of, like, the conflict between actually different religions.
Yeah.
Which is something that, like, you know, when people often talk about things like really early antiquity, like European history, like, it gets really confusing because it's just a bunch of territories and then it's very easy to homogenize and, like, oh yeah, Vikings. Like, no, there actually were different proto-European groups that, you know, were not just, like, exclusive to, like, Scandinavians. Like, no, there were, like, the Britons, the English, those were actually distinct things at some point, you know, like, there were different, like, European groups just out of, like, like, England alone. And I thought that was, like, really good, like, how thorough, like, detail into the research that the creator went into about, like, talking about that conflict, you know.
Yeah, like, all the Denmark stuff was, like, it was really interesting because, like, you saw that, like, interrogation of, like, the faith between Kanu and, like, his father, and it was really interesting.
Yeah, like, the clash between Christianity, the Christianization of, like, around that time, and versus, like, people who are still, you know, doing pagan worship, you know.
And all the King Arthur stuff too, right? Like the Arthurian, yeah. Really interesting. I want more stuff like that. I love both of these. Like, I really like both of these things. Like, I think it's great when, like, I think my favorite things that happen, like, a reason I love Monogatari is the stupid little fucking tangents they go off of sometime about, like, some historical thing that they talk about, like, about Japan or something like that. That's, like, very niche and specific. And I go, wow, I learned something that does not matter at all, but it is cool to know about. Like, that is one of my favorite things when I watch something to happen. Especially when they are able to integrate it with the themes very well, like they did in Vinland Saga. Yeah. And I think with this, too. Like, the way that they were able to explore that topic of dissection and stuff like that and how it relates to artists specifically. Like, I thought that was... Like, that's cool. Good stuff. John, you can talk about something twisted now. What's your next twisted topic?
Next twisted topic. All right, so I'm going to introduce a new twisted... a new thing into the Twisted Pantheon. We got 3 that I guess I'm going to keep up with now. I truly feel like I am just bringing pain and suffering into these conversations, but I guess that's my job. So the new season of Yu-Gi-Oh! Started. And I felt like, again, I showed it in the Chooch server, so I guess if you want to watch dumbass children's anime... join the Chooch server at the GameZone.zone, because I'll show it. So this season is about Rush Duels, which
I watched the first episode with you.
Yes, so Rush Dueling is the new form of dueling that they introduced in Japan. So in America we have speed duels, which is completely separate from Rush Dueling, because Speed Duels is just, if you have played or have looked into the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links mobile game, it's that. They...
Very extremely different things. Speed Duels, Rush Duels, nothing alike.
Nothing alike. In Speed Duels, it is just... It's the same cards as before, but they cut out a bunch of cards that wouldn't work, because it's less life points, a smaller deck, a smaller playing field, etc., etc., It is just...
It's a bunch of rule changes to, like, simplify the game in a way that, like, sort of makes it a little more tenable and also a little quicker, which is strange to me because Yu-Gi-Oh! Is already a really, really fast game. Mm-hmm. But I think, like, it actually helps rebalance it in a way that's really interesting.
Yeah. Rush Duels are a new thing, and it's fucking insane. So I guess to explain what Rush Duels is... It also is 3 monster zones, 3 spell and trap zones. I don't know if it's a smaller deck, but I kind of hope it is, because you start off with 5 cards in your hand, but you also draw your first turn, so it's pretty much you start off with 6, and then your opponent has 5 and draws on their turn. And you can summon as many monsters as possible each turn. Like, if you have 3 level 4 monsters in your hand, you can summon all of them, and then if you have a level 8 monster, you can tribute 2 and summon that right there, and then you can just summon another level 1 monster. And also, at the beginning of every turn, you draw until you have 5 cards in your hand. So, actually, yeah, I guess that's really strange. Anyway, it's just, it's overwhelming. It's really overwhelming to see, and it seems extremely unbalanced, and I think it looks kind of unfun to play.
Have you tried it yet, or no?
It's physically impossible to try it. I don't think that there's any, like... I don't know if they've done anything for, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro or any of the, like, online unofficial games, you know, like Dueling Book and all that. And it is not coming out in America. They have said the outside of Japan, they already have speed duels.
Right.
The Rush duels...
It's a brand new set, that's right. I mean, you could still probably do it with existing cards.
You cannot. There are so many different cards.
You can do whatever you want.
I mean, technically you could, but it's...
This is free play, man.
They have added so many new cards that explicitly work with the Rush Duel format that it's not even the same game, I would say. So, the story is that this kid, this plucky young boy who is a duelist, wants to introduce rush dueling to the world. He invented a brand new way to play the game, and he just wants to show it to the world. So he keeps trying to hack his duel disk, which is it's an alternate universe. This is not a Kaiba Corp duel disk. This is like some new seemingly villainous company that made dueling.
It seems so like an incredibly dystopian future, even more dystopic future, where everything at this point is just kind of normalized, and playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Is also the law.
Yeah, like for example, he's trying to hack this duel disk, and there's just like this robot, like this like drone flying behind him that's like, if you don't stop doing this in 6.66 seconds, we will ban you from dueling. And he just keeps like fucking up, and he's not able to do it. And it's like, if he fucks up one more time, his account will get banned, and he won't be able to duel anymore. And there's like another scene where like kids are like hanging out behind the school, like trading cards, and the drone flies over and is like, "You're not allowed to do that. You need to get express permission from one of us if you're going to trade cards."
All trades need to be authorized through a third party.
Yeah, it's like, it's so stupid. But so he wants to introduce rush dueling to the world, like a fucking. It's like a fucking,
true socialist champion.
Yeah, it's so this like rival character shows up. I don't even remember their names because again, this is so overwhelming. And he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna bring you to this cave where if you show the duel master how to do rush duels, maybe it can become official." And there's just like this projection of a man who kind of looks like Yugi but not really. It's just like some kind of like OC. And they
Wasn't
end
it
up...
Kaiba?
He looks like an OC.
Yeah, he kind of looks like a combination of Yugi and Kaiba.
Oh man, it's their child. Wow,
maybe,
okay.
Yeah, maybe it's like a descendant.
Thank God.
They finally accepted it. Okay,
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying it's like a weird like post-dystopia because 5Ds is when it gets like extremely dystopic.
Yeah,
and like dual monsters becomes capitalism, and then like it's the law. And police will chase you down if you do illegal duels. And then eventually it just started taking place in VR chat instead. But now we're back in the real world.
Yeah, it's weird because it seems like that they're trying to do some kind of different thing. And I think there have been different like really, timelines and shit. Yeah. But so then they do the rush duel, and he wins just enough time. And then everyone's duel disk becomes a rush duel disk, like all around the world, which that just means that he's forcing everyone around the world to play it. Like, it's
He's hacked the planet.
He's hacked the planet. And, I mean, obviously introducing the choice to Rush Duel is one thing, but he forced it upon everybody. It's just, like, if you're trying to give people more choice, give them choice. Don't force them to do something else, It's just, it's so strange.
He's sick of the oppressive system in which we can only play one style of Yu-Gi-Oh!
So he's making a new oppressive system where you can only play one style of Yu-Gi-Oh!
He commits radical change so you can play sick Yu-Gi-Oh! That has fucked up crazy rules.
So you can play worse Yu-Gi-Oh! That's imbalanced and bad.
That's already bad in their world.
It's
already bad in this world too, so.
It's worse. I think Rush Dueling seems worse. So then the second episode was him dueling his friend, and nothing really crazy happens. I mean, they do another Rush Duel, but secretly he taped the duel and uploaded it to the internet, and everyone's like, oh wow, Rush Dueling, that's crazy, I want to do that. And then the evil company who's run, like... I can't even describe the, like, boss of the company. He's got, like, this weird... he's, like a villain. Like, he's got a mask and a cape. And, like, all of his henchmen have, like, clocks on their face. They look like Toku villains. Which that is pretty good. That's pretty fun. But I don't know what they're trying... Like, I mean, obviously, they're trying to make people buy these new types of cards. But... it's so weird and, like, unappealing, at least to me, and it feels like they're trying to push it on even younger kids, because, like, the original Yu-Gi-Oh! They were high school age, and then, like, GX, I think it was kind of high school age, and, like, et cetera, et cetera. It felt like they were, like, around, like, their later teens. This show, they're straight up in middle school. Like, they're, like, 11, 12-year-old kids in this show. So, and actually, I wouldn't know what age is middle school for Japan? Because that might be younger even, right? I'm not sure. But at the very least, yeah, they're in middle school.
They're definitely young kids is the way they're portrayed.
Yeah. So maybe they're trying to present Rush Duels as, like, an alternative for younger kids? But... it just seems so much more, like... It seems so overwhelming. Like, I feel like if I was a kid and it was like that, I'd be like, oh god, this is too much. I just... Like...
Well, they probably... Hey, they don't have to worry about the burden of knowing too much about Yu-Gi-Oh!
That is a burden that I have, and yeah, I guess I wouldn't give that onto a child. I would not want to explain to a child what missing the timing is.
I can totally understand them wanting to do a more, like, streamlined, simplified format. I think this one is incredibly bad, but, I'm also not the target demo for them anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not even in Japan, so who knows? I feel like it'll come over eventually in some form or another. Like, it's like just saying it'll never come out in the West is, like, very silly.
I mean, I think that it's because who knows? They said that they want speed duels to just succeed, and I don't think speed duels are succeeding at all. Whenever I go to a store, whenever I see...
Well, yeah, it's a bad format.
It's a bad format, and I mean, it's fine for a mobile game when it's free.
Yeah, it works in the mobile game it's designed for, because, like, you don't really have an alternative otherwise. Well, but when you have actual full Yu-Gi-Oh, which has way more strategy to it and a lot more options, it is just kind of the lesser of two choices.
Yeah, and I mean they've actually, like, updated Duel Links. I don't think they've put out a new Speed Duel set in a hot minute. It's been a while.
They regularly put out cards for that.
Exactly. Yeah, they update Duel Links very regularly, and they're still updating the regular Yu-Gi-Oh game. Like, a new structure deck just came out. There would be a new main set in like a week or two if the virus wasn't happening. So, they've been updating things very frequently for the main game. And I mean, honestly, I feel like if they brought Rush Duels over here, it would not be a terrible idea, because then they could just get rid of Speed Duels and just be like, look, if you want to do Speed Duels, it's on the mobile app. We are not going to keep printing these cards because nobody's buying them. I don't think
people would play it.
Yeah,
I mean, I think people would play it because they want to play new cards, but I don't think... I think as an alternative to the game, like, people know it's not super appealing.
No, I don't think it is. I mean, I think they would have to, like, try to explicitly market it to kids, and then even then, like, I don't think kids are that into that, you know? Like, I don't...
It's because even the people who make Yu-Gi-Oh! Are sick of making Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, I wouldn't blame them too much, I don't think, but, you know, it's just... it's very, very strange.
How long is how old is this franchise at this point? Is this 20 years?
If
30?
30 years?
The day that we are recording this is the 20th anniversary of the first episode of the anime.
Wow.
So
Which anime?
The Yu-Gi-Oh anime, like the original Duel Monsters.
Not Zero. The you're talking about.
I don't think so. I think it's like the original like Duel Monsters one. I don't think it's like Yu-Gi-Oh! Zero. So, I mean, it's a bit older than that then. Because there was the original like Zero where it's like, you know, just Yami and not about the card game. And then there's the manga before that. So I would say probably like 25 years old, maybe around then. Mm-hmm. But if we're talking about the card game, it's about 20 years old.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Released March 6th, 1999. Don't know what date that is.
I love when there's just a date there, because like I want to tell you right now, like there have been a few things when I've been doing research for like Games on the Game podcast or something when I'm about to like say some bullshit. I'm like, let me not talk out of my ass, and then it'll turn out that I am talking out of my ass, or I guess Wikipedia's ass, because the thing Google will pull up for the little thing or whatever on the release date won't be fucking true. Like it'll say like something came out like March 16th, and you go to the page and it was like it was announced on March 16th, and it's like, oh, thanks for that, guys. Like fucking who needs to know that?
Yeah. So it was originally serialized for Shonen Jump on September 30th, 1996.
Oh, okay.
24-year-old series.
Mm-hmm.
It's a full-grown adult.
It is.
Oh, God.
To drink. Almost so close to being able to rent a car.
Mm-hmm.
Then I can get the fuck out of here.
Hope it's doing okay. Well, it doesn't sound like it's doing okay. That's what I'm getting from this conversation. I hope their 25 is better.
Yeah, let's all hope.
When they can rent the car.
Yeah, I don't like this new show. I don't know how long I'll keep up with it. If this gets a good response about me feeling like I'm going insane, then sure, maybe. But I don't know. It's dumb.
We want your health to be fine. Since you're healing bad anyway. So.
Yeah, I'm healing bad.
We don't want to compromise any more of that.
Yeah.
LV, do you want to tell me? I didn't know there was an extreme hate of Tower of God that you say here. I'm not surprised, I should say, but I thought I enjoyed what I saw. I thought it seems very high budget. I have to say.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So Tower of God is an adaptation of a long-running line webtoon by a Korean artist, and basically, just to sum up the story in a very simplified way, is that it's basically like this guy going through a gauntlet of stuff, literally climb up a tower, trying to compete with these other people in order to reach to the top to achieve his goal. Like one of his things is that not to get too much into spoilers, but one of his things, like he had this particular relationship with a woman named Rachel, and like he has some sort of connection with her that he hopes to revive. You know, for some reason she's not around, she might be dead, who knows? They haven't revealed that up to this point. I'm not going to go further into that. But essentially, like, yeah, this is part of like quote unquote Crunchyroll's original series lineup for this season, which again doesn't make sense because some of the stuff they're doing is adaptations, so I don't know what they really mean by that. I think they want to say really that they're kind of like exclusive with it, or like they have production control over it. I think that's what they mean. But yeah, like from what I've seen so far, and I'm not that far into the webtoon. I'm not like a big fan of it, like following it every day and checking for updates, you know. But like from from what I'm familiar with the webtoon, like, I think this is a really good adaptation. Like, the art of the webtoon doesn't start off good at all. Like, I'm gonna say it up front. Like, the art is not great in the beginning, and what the anime does with it and how it adapts to it, and like how when the art later does improve is really good. I think it's very nice, unique quality to it. I like the wine quality of it. It's really refreshing. I like the very flat like color palette it has going on for it. Very saturated, kind of acidic in a way. Kind of very acidic. Yeah, and I like it so far. Like, I know some concerns of it, but it's kind of confusing so far because it's throwing out a lot of these characters and they're like, what is the deal with that tall girl and what's the deal with that short guy, you know? With all, you know, like, and stuff with World Ring. But so far, like, it's not confusing, I think. I think it's pretty straightforward as to what's going on. But I'm seeing, like, you know, and again, it's like, this is, I would like to see more anime that does kind of the reverse Castlevania thing, where, you know, Castlevania is actually an American production. I would like to see more anime that's adapting, like, other foreign material. That'd be very interesting to see, like, that, like, legwork put into it. Like, how would that production workflow adapt something in that form, you know? And this is a Korean work. You know, there's a K-pop opening and ending by a particularly popular group called Stray Kids. They're not known in the US, but they're a big deal. My friends love them, so if they are listening to this, I am mentioning Stray Kids, so thank you. I'm sorry, this is like an invasive fan cam, but like in audible form, because I'm mentioning a K-pop group, so I will stop there. We're done with the K-pop second. But anyway, like, I think this is like a pretty, yeah, I think this is a good series so far, even like notwithstanding that it's an adaptation. So a lot of comments I'm seeing are kind of like, in terms of negative backlash, it's very like, again, I think again, like, as I've said, this is just a classic example where I think anime fans can't be trusted with opinions, but we have good opinions, so we're different. I think people really hyped up this show, and there was some disappointment with that. Like, I think people who've never read this webcomic before were like, what is this? Ooh woo. And the deep fans of the series really hyped up, like, oh yeah, this is gonna be the next big thing. And I think personally it might be. Like, I don't know, something about the first episode was really strong. The second episode was a little slow, was a little weird. But the first episode, I think, was very strong and kind of with the potential. It's a very beautiful show and very, like, I don't know what people are saying about, like, oh, this is like a cheap budget. These people have no idea. Like, there's a lot of people who watch anime.
What? Like, it is animated.
Are you talking about?
I hate when a lot of people.
There's a lot of anime viewers who like keep talking about like animation on a technical level, and they have no idea what they're talking about. Like, style is very different from like chosen deliberate style is very different from like actual, like, you know, like technical soul, like how, like, there's a lot of great, I don't know what they're on.
It's just like an excuse to find a way to justify the fact that this thing doesn't look exactly how I want it to look. Yeah. So they say some bullshit like, oh, there's no budget to this or whatever. Mostly because pretty much all anime is done on a pretty strict budget.
Right. Right. There's a difference between not liking, like, what clearly is a stylistic choice,
right,
versus like, oh, they just wanted to make something simple looking, or like they cut corners in a way that looks. Studio Trigger does that all the time. They do like an amazing job with cutting corners in animation, but it looks good because it matches a lot of times for comedic scenes or for like funny timing. Like, it works well. Like, I don't know. Like, some of these people have never seen like other cartoons in their life. I don't know what they're talking. Oh, and that's a big problem in American cartoons specifically. Like, there's times where it's like, you know, the same discourse happens where it's like some people can't tell the difference between like something that actually like looks blatantly cheap. It's very obvious when something looks cheap and they didn't like run through a review of rewatching the thing and like this had to be put out last minute, versus something where like, no, they're choosing to like not have a lot going on here because it's a stylistic choice or it's a technical choice, you know? But anyway, the point being is this show is okay. I think this show is okay. I do recommend it, I think, especially if one is a fan of the webtoon. No, I'm hearing conflicting opinions about people who are fans of the comic. Like, you know, like they're like, oh, it's things could be better. And that comes with anything. Like, if you're fans of something prior to it being adapted into something, that always happens. But I think this has potential. Yeah, I don't think like again, like I think with anything that's new or like trying to do something different, like, you know, we're adapting like a Korean work and not like a manga or something else. We're gonna have like that kind of unfortunate like extreme side of like of opinions. I think hating on something just because they can, you know, just because it's a little different. Like, yeah, there definitely is some issues I think with kind of like how the story, like the exposition is. Like, yeah, it's a little confusing because a lot of things are being thrown out there. You know, it's like a little overstimulating. But I think this has potential. Like, so far, I just like how it looks. Mostly, I think it like looks good. It feels good. Yeah.
It's very.
I love the lizard man.
Yeah, the lizard man.
The Lizard Man's very good.
I already heard fucking Alpaca Man from the streamer Danganronpa, who I see all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Scott, what do you think about what I just said, actually? I just realized what I just said.
I can't form an opinion. It doesn't...
The word streamer Danganronpa with Alpaca Man?
It's largely nonsense to me.
Okay, I was just wondering if you had any opinions on streamer Danganronpa.
I don't know who this is.
You don't have to. There's a show that was streamer Danganronpa where they took a bunch of streamers
concept.
and like forced them to do a Danganronpa.
Okay. And one of them's an Alpaca Man.
The Alpaca Man is running it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, instead of a bear.
But he's a human man with an alpaca head.
But I see. Okay. Thank you.
No one died.
Why?
Because it's a fucking twisted show.
Oh, shit. That speaks to me as someone who's fully justified now.
Oh, no. All right, let's cover one more thing. Don't want to go too long.
Of course.
John, do you want to talk about Appare Ranman? We can talk about new things.
Yeah, sure. So I've only seen episode 1 of this, and I did really like it though. It starts off and it's just wacky races. Like, it's just a bunch of characters all getting ready to race.
Yeah, it was wacky races. Yeah,
it's just wacky races. Yeah, I'm a little upset that Dick Dastardly's not in this one, but that's okay. It's okay. They made a mistake, but they can correct it. But the rest of the show was just kind of introducing Appare and the other samurai guy. I don't recall his name. I need to be. I did not take good notes this time. That was my fault. I'm sorry. But I really love the art style of this show. It is a gorgeous show to look at. It is super fun. Appare, though, the one note that I did take, Appare, the main character, is just Senku from Dr. Stone, but good. But a good character.
Likeable.
Yes, likeable.
Okay.
Not a fucking creep weirdo. Not saying the same thing over and over again. He doesn't look like he got struck by lightning. He does have a fucked up character design, but it's just a cheeky fucked up. It's not like Senku where he looks like he's an electrified Brussels sprout. Yeah, I mean, again, it just started, but it's very fun. It's got a. I think it definitely helps that Appare has like a straight man to work off of, like with the samurai guy. Like the plot is just that Appare is constantly causing trouble trying to build different devices, and eventually the government wants to take him in for his bullshit crimes, and he escapes on a steam-powered boat, which eventually crashes shuts down with him and the samurai guy on it. And then they end up getting picked up by a larger boat, which takes them to America. So now there's just these two Japanese guys in America, and Appare is very good at building devices and like mechanized items. And I guess they enter a cross-country race with a bunch of other crazy characters, and I guess they're going to introduce those crazy characters a bit better as it goes on, because again, from the first episode, it was just like Appare and the samurai guy. So yeah, I don't have too many opinions on it, because again, it just started, but what I saw was fun, and I look forward to seeing more of it.
I'm glad to hear that. I watched half of episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna watch more later. Cool. I'm glad to hear that.
Yes.
All right. Once again, I'm gonna check in on you, Scott. What do you think about anime?
I think it's okay. I started this thinking, man, anime is not great, but now I'm fully turned around.
This is like a routine sanity check around.
Yeah, it's like how you holding up?
Okay?
What do you think about these vibes hitting you? Like, what is?
Scott,
okay.
I guess I should ask Scott, of the shows that we've talked about, are there anything that you would want to check out?
Oh God, I don't know, man. If anything, I would probably watch a little bit of that of that Yu-Gi-Oh show just to like see where the hell it goes, but also like we've had a pretty strange experience with it over the last I would say sometime during last year when we tried to watch through Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. And we just like the episodes just didn't exist anymore. Like you couldn't find them anywhere. It was very strange. But like
wow.
My experience with this anime kind of begins and ends at like the first series, and that's it. And I know so little about what happens afterwards, and hearing that it's gone in such a silly direction, I just want to like see a little bit more of it.
Sure. Well, it's there for you.
Anime will always be there for me.
Mm-hmm. As will we.
That's true. We'll just keep fucking talking about the anime.
Mm-hmm.
We're all watching more each season, I feel like, is what I have gathered from looking at this list, comparing it each season as we've gone on. Like, it's
very regressive.
We're very progressive. We're not becoming more twisted. We are becoming stronger and wiser. And yes.
For real.
All right, John, did you want to read us through the opinion and or questions?
We just got some quick stuff. So, again, if you want to send in an opinion or question, it's videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask. Trixie sent in another opinion here about Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei. Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei is a bizarre anime, even by Shaft standards. Being a satirical black comedy, it pulls no punches in its jokes, managing to be very funny while also simultaneously off-putting and strange. There are some jokes that don't land and feel bad, but that's not unusual for a satire like this. It's a great series, but hard to recommend if you're either not into Shaft's style, which is fully indulgent here, or not into black comedies. Thank you, Trixie.
On that note, I should add, because I don't have a lot to say about it, but we did Kakushigoto dirty.
Yeah.
We really did. I'm sorry, everyone. It is not a twisted show. I mean, it's kind of twisted, but not in the way that we were implying or anything like that. It isn't like a horny show or anything like that. It is basically, I feel like the description of it does it a disservice, I think, when we were reading it, because, like, it made it, like, listen, I know ecchi is basically porn, but, like, it has a very different connotation to me. Where basically this father draws an ecchi, like, shonen manga, and he is just ashamed of it and does everything in his power to stop his daughter from knowing that is what he does. And it's very, very, very good. Same general vibe of Zetsubo Sensei. I recommend it.
It's the same writer, and they have the same voice actors.
The same fucking voice actors on the show.
It's Hideki Kamiya still doing the main character, which is good. He's always great, exaggerating his despairing like scenes. He's very theatrical. The only difference is that it's not Shaft, so I'm interested how it looks. I'm curious how this series looks. It's not Shaft.
No, but it is very much the same art style, because I mean, it's a manga, right? Like it's very much the same. Mm-hmm. It looks fine. Like, you can tell it's not Zetsubo Sensei level, obviously, because Shaft is insane, but it works just fine, and the opening and ending are really, really good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I recommend it. I'm sorry for what we said. I'm sorry.
Yes.
We gotta be careful.
We do gotta be careful, yeah. We need to do our research before we just go, what the fuck?
You know what? It's fine. We are adults, and we are happy to say that we were wrong. That's really what matters. Yes. All right, we got 2 questions here. First question is maybe one of the greatest questions of our generation. It's from Kawaii Nobu, who asks, if a docile dinosaur moved in with you, where would you take them to visit first?
Oh, man.
I feel like they'd really like to go to a butcher shop.
Whoa. What? I mean, maybe you're not wrong.
It depends on the dinosaur, really.
Yeah, it does.
Like, some of them are herbivores.
If you took an Apatosaurus, like, they'd be like, what the fuck, man?
No, they would be like, what do you do? Are you selling me?
Yeah.
Now, the dinosaur from Gallon Dinosaur just loves ramen.
Yeah.
That's his favorite.
It does eat meat, though.
I don't think dinosaurs ate that.
Well, she Googled it, and there were no results, but he said it was fine, so.
Yeah.
Good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, where would you take it?
I mean, I'd probably show them my apartment first. Would you be fine with staying with me?
Well,
I don't know if this is the
I
right
think the implication is that they have already moved in.
Yeah. They've already moved in. They understand. They're like, oh, this place is good for me. The rent's nice. Like, I get my own space. Everything.
Oh, okay. Well, they just showed up. Yeah. Again, that series kind of also is, similar premise to Real Kuma and Kaoru. So, well, I don't know what they eat, so they can't talk though.
Right.
The dinosaur in Galvanizer doesn't talk either, so I'm assuming it's the same thing. Okay. I guess I have a lot of restaurants that they're all closed right now because of the
in a perfect world. In a perfect world.
Is this assuming everything's open and normal?
Yes.
Okay.
This is before everything ended.
Or after, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, that's optimistic.
After. Yeah. Maybe take them and point them at the fried chicken joint. Hey, do you eat that? They also fried chicken, local fried chicken joints have a lot of things in them for no reason. For some reason, they have pizza. I don't know why they have pizza. We're already trying this. I mean, I've seen people order pizza from a fried chicken joint when we literally have a pizza place nearby. I don't know what they're doing, but they have pizza. They got the mac and cheese. I don't know. They can. Yeah. They can choose. They have options. All right. Also cheap. So
that's good.
A local staple, supporting a local business.
I would eat pizza from a fried chicken place. That sounds like
I never had. I never thought about that, but people do buy them.
Elvie, you might be missing out. Maybe it's really good pizza.
Maybe it tastes different. Yeah, I probably should try it.
No, I'm gonna go out on a limb and judge them preemptively with no basis.
My answer is the roller skating rink. I would love to hang out with a dinosaur and do some roller skating.
Do you think they'd be good at roller skating?
I bet so.
Would they fit the shoes? Daddy
yes.
We could get them special shoes.
You can straps and skateboards on them. It's fine.
Yeah. We can figure it out.
It's like...
Rose, how about you?
How about the zoo? And they could see all the nice little animals.
Oh, no.
No, I'm not. No.
Would that confuse it?
No.
That's okay.
This is going to be a nice time. It's not going to be twisted or anything. I'll say, do you want to go to the zoo? I'll ask them beforehand if they want to go. Mm. Otherwise...
Their first thought is, oh no, they're leaving me here.
No. No. I think it would be fun, especially if it's I don't know if any of y'all's zoos ever did themed events sometimes where they would set up their zoo in a specific way sometimes. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't have a local zoo.
Well, I don't either. It's in Rhode Island, but that's the one I always went to. They would decorate the whole zoo or whatever. One year they just did all dinosaur stuff the whole year. If it was one of those, that would be great.
That's cute.
How fucked up would it be if dinosaurs were in a zoo?
That would be cool. I don't know. Well, we have a film to show us what would happen if dinosaurs were in a zoo. Several films, actually.
I wonder how it goes. It
could
probably
go
really
bad,
nice. Yeah.
That reminds me. Yeah, maybe we would get fried chicken, a nice bucket, a nice box, and then we would walk all the way to. Yeah, there's a really nice big park here, but it's a bit of a walk, so we'll walk and eat. It's one of those bonding times. I think it's a nice leisure thing, and we can just chill at the park.
Could you ride the dinosaur to the park?
No, isn't it going to be
if it's Gallon
small,
dinosaur size? Then definitely not.
It's human size. Well, not human. It's even smaller than human size.
I don't know what exactly the dinosaurs are in this anime about dinosaurs. I'm assuming that they're all anime girls.
No, it's like a little mascot. It's like a little guy. Just a guy.
Okay, yeah,
he looks like a
that
Muppet.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like a Muppet.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I was just going to assume that they were all hyper-realistic and two-scale dinosaurs.
No. He's just a little man.
Which I would love to ride a T-Rex to the park.
Sure.
And then lose
that would be
control.
Nice. Just destroy the trees.
All right. Are we ready to go on to a final question?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right. Harlequin Wills asks, which two anime characters from completely different series would have the best rivalry?
Oh my god.
Personally, I think I would like to see two of the strongest fighters finally have a chance to face each other, and that would be Goku and Shaggy.
I guess Scooby-Doo is technically an anime,
yeah. Technically. I've been thinking a lot about, like, we were talking about slice of life, and, like, that conversation. It'd be interesting if we matched up those, like, different casts with each other. Like, if we had, like, the Nichijou girls and, the fucked up Secret Life of High School boys, like, that'd be interesting to what kind of results that would lead into. I always think about that, like, what if these people are all just, like, in the same school? I've seen that often, rhetorically. Mm-hmm. But I can't say, like, a specific, like, character.
What about Goku and Gon from Hunter x Hunter? Because I'm just going to tell you right now. Because the thing is Gon could go stronger than Goku just because Gon has no fucking self-restraint. Like, Goku gets like, boy, I'm tired, or something.
No, Gon can go stronger than Goku once.
Yeah, but that's all he needs. Wow. And either way, Goku is destroyed forever. Like,
it's fucked up.
Dragon Ball did have a crossover with One Piece, which to me, to this day, is really cute. Weird. It makes sense because they are, like, one of the more popular, and, like, they actually went with it. I don't remember what the events.
It's like a real.
I mean, it's not canonical, obviously, but it's not canonical, obviously, but I forgot what exactly it was.
Oh, it should have been canon.
I mean, Shonen Jump does crossovers all the time with their properties, so they let it happen.
All right.
Rivalries.
I've got a pull. I've got a pull. Echizen from Nozaki-kun and Seo from Nozaki-kun. I said Tanaka-kun, Echizen, Nozaki-kun, Seo. I think they should have, like, a fucking, like, delinquent battle. I think it'd be like a friendly rivalry where they're just trying to, like, out-delinquent each other. That's my pull.
But Echizen isn't a delinquent. She just pretends she is.
She just respects delinquents.
Well,
She's
exactly. Seo also kind of isn't a delinquent because she's just, like, a beautiful singer.
The story is about being true to yourself, and she's not being true to herself by pretending to be something she isn't.
What if we threw in Kanamori from Isaac Hood, who is not a delinquent, but she's fucked up in her own way. And actually would be scary to those too, Like, I just thought of that. Mm-hmm. She's like, she's not a delinquent, but she has that intimidating nature. That's really funny to me. That would probably scare, like, those delinquent characters.
Mm-hmm. I would love to see it.
Yeah, again, like, I just think it would be interesting thinking about, like, oh, what if all these characters, like, in these school settings just were in the same school? Like, what would happen? There's, like, many possibilities with that. There's so many series.
Yeah. I think that I can't think of any more. I was trying really hard this whole time. What if Naruto had to fight Boruto?
Holy shit!
Oh shit!
Who would win?
Oh man, never would happen.
Naruto would win. I've been getting pissed off. Sorry to go on a tangent real quick, but I hate Boruto, and I just have to let it out. I think.
Wait, have you been following it? Have you been up to? Okay.
I'm just pissed off about it.
Oh, you just editing exists. The series or him?
Both.
The series or the character?
So first of all, here's my real problem. I'm gonna go with.
Yeah.
Boruto undermines the character of Naruto to a significant degree because we view Naruto in the original series as he is basically a budding socialist. We have to examine this, right? Like, his belief system is purely the betterment of everyone. He lived through a harsh childhood and believes that, like, everyone should be taken care of and such, so on and so forth. And yet in Boruto, he creates the worst capitalistic society out of the Hidden Leaf Village. He creates a point where the video game developers try to unionize. This literally happens, and he tries to shut them down. Like, it is...
Man.
Naruto
turned into a
He's
scout.
sending cops to villages for people who are stealing water filters because they need them to survive. Like, this is... Yeah. God. You don't think... Like, this sounds fake. This sounds like I invented this, but...
Here's the thing: is even if he did have socialist beliefs growing up, he still his entire goal was one day becoming an authoritarian leader.
That's true, but at the same time, I believe that with his belief system, it was that he wanted to make things better, right? Like, that's what he said from the outset. And I believe that there could have been something to this. There could have been an examination of how he failed and how he let the power get to his head and stuff. But they don't do that. They still act like he's really good. They act like he's, like, great, but he's not.
Well, sometimes when you grow up, you just gotta do hard things, like accept conservatism.
No.
That's your thing.
Well, that whole series undermines a lot of the characters and what happened in the original series. Like, the biggest example being is, like, people's... I agree, like, people's universal disappointment with Sakura and how that was just never... who continues to be just, shoveled and, like...
It's like they said...
A long lineage of strong women characters who just never get the shit they deserve.
What was it that someone said? It was like Sakura and Sasuke talk, like... less than like Boruto does to any character in the entire series that he runs into. Like, he could run into someone who he speaks to twice and they've talked more than... Like, there is 1 minute and 6 seconds total of them talking for the 100 and something episodes of Boruto that there are.
Right.
Like, and they're married and they're in almost every episode.
They had children. They somehow had children.
But yeah, like, I really want to go off. I'm sorry, I just had to go off about Boruto. I really pisses me off. I think it's a real piece
deeply.
of shit. Like, they should have just kept going with Naruto filler. I would have rather had that than this bullshit. Like,
I mean, that makes more sense in retrospect too.
Like, they had so many great characters, and now they just have Shikamaru's shitty son, who's just shittier Shikamaru. They have and Shikamaru was already just a version of his dad. Like, they're just doing it again, And then, like, they have Choji's kid. Oh, here's the fat joke. Like, it feels like there's no blood. First, like the fact that it's just so kiddied up and, like, it's like fucking brainless Naruto. There's nothing fun happening. They've made Naruto into this monster. They made Boruto into this, like, completely just like a hack of a person, and it's just pathetic.
Go off, man.
If you like Boruto, tell me why. That's what I'm going to say. That's my opening question.
Send your opinions.
Tell me, because I want to know. Because I don't know a single damn person who likes Boruto. Crunchyroll, Twitter would like me to believe that people are watching Boruto. I
know people who are watching Boruto, but I don't hear them say anything good about it.
Why are they watching?
They're just watching it to know what happens.
Sick.
Yeah. It's very self-flagellating.
Oh my God. So yeah, anyways, that's it. Thank you, John, for reading those questions.
Anytime.
All right. So yeah, we finished Tanaka-kun. So we're on to our next anime, which Elvie picked. So Elvie, you want to tell us?
I am picking Princess Principal, which was supposed to have its sequel movie this month, but it's delayed due to the pandemic. Reasonably so. Hope all those people are taking a good rest. So Princess Principal is, long story short, it's about a bunch of schoolgirl spies and espionage. It's very exciting. It takes place in speaking of fake European settings, it takes place in a fictionalized version of England, literally divided by a wall. So there's like 2 different territories. So yeah, it's like a steampunk, there's airships, so it is explicitly steampunk. Yeah, it's a steampunk world, and it's just fun. It's really fun. It has a banger theme song by Yuki Gajura, composed by Yuki Gajura. If you watch Motoko and like other stuff she's composed for. 12 episodes of it. It's on multiple platforms, so it's pretty good. It's an original IP too. It's not based on anything. So yeah, on the movie that was supposed to come out. The movie takes place after the series, so again, it's not out anyway, so don't worry about it. But they were planning on doing a whole series of multiple movie sequels, which is insane. I don't know why they went that direction, but what we're focusing on now is just the one series we have now. So yeah, that's what we're watching this time, as picked by me.
All right, thank you for picking it, Elvie.
Yeah.
And Scott, if you want to watch it, this is a little more exciting, I would say, definitely.
Thank you.
I think my only content warning for it, just because we're doing with there's like 2 episodes where they focus on the backstories of 2 characters and like child abuse. Child abuse is like, again, a focal point with them, so that's just something be noteworthy of. But other than that, like, yeah, it's a general action series, so that there's that expected violence and blood. It kicks ass, but those are just two like, that's just something I wanted to bring up in case as important.
Thank you. Because I would have not thought to ask you, so I'm glad you thought about that. Yeah, we should.
It pops up at some point. It's hard for me to tell because the series is presented in a non-chronological way. It doesn't matter how you would watch it, but of course, watch the last episodes that are meant to be the last episodes, I would say. But it's I don't know. It shouldn't really influence your viewing impact. Maybe I'll watch it this time in chronological order because when I watched the series, I watched it in the non-chronological order it was presented as. But yeah, there's 2 ways you can watch the series. Yeah, so that's what we're focusing on. Princess Principal. And principal as in like a school principal. And princess as in princess. Just to make that clear.
And you can find it on Amazon Prime and
apparently,
High
yeah.
Dive.
They got the Amazon.
And High Dive, yeah.
And High Dive.
So, okay. All right, I guess that does everything. Thank you for joining us, Scott. You can plug whatever you want now if you'd like.
Sure. I'm Scott B, Scott Blah on Twitter. I do video stuff here at Video Game Choo Choo. Go to youtube.com/videogamechoochoo. Give it a sub and tell me what you think, please. I need the feedback, please. I also do a tabletop podcast that is it is an offshoot of the Hogcast Speedy Delivery, which is the number one independent Sonic and Pizza podcast. This one is called Shootcast Jabroni Delivery. It is a tabletop role-playing game where we are playing World Wrestling RPG. I play as the wrestler Broken Mike, who is addicted to sadness.
Aren't we all?
It's fun. We had former Choocher Janie on at one point who played as Lesbian the Rock. And we had a really great match together between Broken Mike and her character. And I would be very happy to come on this again sometime.
Yeah, of course.
I promise I will watch more.
Yeah, don't worry. You need the gates open for you, so.
Oh, thank you so much.
The first baby steps.
Mm-hmm.
Finally.
Does anyone else want to plug anything, or should I just do my normal thing?
Well, stay at home.
Oh, yeah, stay at home as always.
Yeah, don't go outside.
Stay the fuck home.
Don't listen to anyone telling you otherwise. It's probably a bad idea.
Watch our content at home.
Absorb our content while you're staying home if you have nothing to do.
Yeah.
Only listen to scientists and medical professionals and no one else. I assure you.
Listen to scientists.
Just those people. Don't listen to other people.
Listen to scientists and Video Game Choo Choo. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah. Look at you can of course still absorb your news, but also maybe look at maybe this is a nice time to look at science like publications.
Mm-hmm.
This is a nice time to maybe I should double check things just in case. But yes, listen to our stuff if you're bored.
not to get too political, but did you hear about those really ridiculous I want to go back to work protests, but apparently someone who was the supposed organizing websites that were all focused around those protests were all astroturfed by a single person in Jacksonville.
Of course. Jacksonville, really?
Yeah, Jacksonville is a real cursed place.
Oh.
I say that as a person who has been to Jacksonville and has friends who are from there and love that place.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, just watch anime, everyone. That's all we gotta say.
It's much safer that way.
Go to the beach.
You have us.
I forgot to do a little feature of that. As always, if you can get episodes of this show 1 week early by going to patreon.com/VGCC. $3 gets you it. Sorry, this one was a little delayed because of real life shit, but that's how it is sometimes. We still got it to you. You got plenty of content here. Thank you all for listening, and stay safe in these times. Have a good day.